You're watching a presentation of the Southeastern Conference on ABC.
Georgia, Tennessee, Neyland Stadium. The atmosphere was second to none.
Well, this is their first test in the SEC, but it's a big test, too.
Hey, it's us against the world, fellas. You believe this is going to be a 60-minute battle.
Hit that time now.
Fast, physical, play smart.
You know, Georgia is a great program. We just got to go execute.
The hay's in the bar. It's time to go eat.
Obviously, we want to come out on top of the win. It's going to be a good challenge.
We go out there and play one way, and then that's harder for longer.
Let's go. 1, 2.
This dogfight on Rocky Top. You're watching the SEC on ABC, presented by Burger King. Just a flawless day in Knoxville, Tennessee, and the 6th largest stadium in this sport celebrates with an orange and white checkerboard. Volunteer fans hoping the agonizing streak will die today. 8 consecutive losses to their neighbors from the South. And welcome to the All-State Kickoff. Chris Fowler, Kirk Herbstreit. I'm nice to be here when the sun is shining. What a festive day, which began with game day. Already in the college football landscape, a big game for Alabama, one team that both these programs care about. Georgia hosts them in 2 weeks.
Well, Alabama couldn't look any better. And how about that Georgia Tech-Clemson finish? Georgia Tech, seconds ticking down, last-second field goal over 50 yards. They take Clemson down. Second loss now for the Tigers. So you just never know what's going to happen on a Saturday.
Now to this one, which has been played in November the last 4 years. So a lot more mysteries, unknowns as they collide here in September. Kirby Smart team knows one thing, though. They've won this at the line of scrimmage by being tougher and better conditioned in the fourth quarter. He hopes that's the formula this time. Re-emphasizing the running game this year. They need to help out Gunnar Stockton and protect him against a fierce pass rush today.
Yeah, I think that's obviously a key. Anytime it's a big SEC matchup, it is the line of scrimmage. And Kirby has a lot of confidence in what his team can do. Quarterback-wise, we go back to that SEC championship game when Carson Beck went down with an injury. It was an offense that was really struggling to find an identity that day. But when 14, Gunnar Stockton came in, he brought a spark. Part of it was this. Took a hit, helmet comes off, kept fighting, kept competing, won the job this year. Now, he's more athletic. The scheme will remind you more of a Stetson Bennett style of offense because of his athletic ability. He's involved in the run game, and he loves to scramble to create. This is a guy that can spin it. He can throw the ball downfield. Kirby would love to see if Tennessee plays man coverage, the receivers got to win, they got to protect, and Gunnar Stockton's got to put the ball downfield accurately, which I think he can do.
Yeah, they lack some big play punch against Marshall and Austin Peay. Just the 4th career start for Stockton, the 3rd time he's been in against a really good defense, so we'll see what the day holds in store for them. For Tennessee, good win against Syracuse. Had a pep rally here against East Tennessee State with a scoreboard. Lit it up as usual, but haven't faced anything like Georgia. And the question is, along with this losing streak, can they Heupel offense get close to their production against Georgia? Because they haven't.
Yeah, you're right. He's had a great record at home, but what he's struggled with is, like a lot of teams, when he goes up against his Georgia Bulldog defense in 4 attempts, it's not been pretty. See the 18 sacks at the bottom. They've been dominated really in every phase. And to me, talking to him this week, he said, you know, we know we can move the ball. Last year, we just didn't finish. We get into plus territory with Joey Aguilar, their new quarterback. They've got to find a way to be able to put points on the board. And Joey Aguilar told us, listen, there's going to be 4 or 5 times in this game where we're going to take shot plays, and we got to hit them. If we're going to knock down Georgia, we got to take advantage of the opportunities when they're there.
Wonderful story, persistence, resilience. We'll tell you how he ended up here after playing just about everywhere else. I watched him on the Vol walk, a wide-eyed look in his face as he just took this in. He played at App State, which has 40,000 capacity in his recent 2 years. Almost 3 times that here today.
Yeah, but he gives off that vibe that, you know, he's just, I hope he plays well. He's going up against a great defense that's going to determine to take away the Vols running game and put a lot of pressure under him. So let's see how he performs.
Is this the day for Volunteer fans? The scene is set. They're ready to split the tee. This is a tradition that's 60 years old this season. It used to be across the field. They had to get from the west side to the east side. Now they'll go north to south. One of the grandest entrances in the sport. Prior to the Southland Band, it was back a century and a half doing their part. This energy is going to be off the charts. The Volunteers have started fast against Georgia. Electric starts, in fact, in recent years. They got to sustain it. That's been the tougher thing.
Yeah, 60 minutes is the key.
And from USA, they go to the Big T. This was born to keep the team safe for the visitors. Don't have to do that anymore.
I love it.
Walking around here, you can feel not just the anticipation, but the hope. And for many, the belief that this is the Tennessee team that can end this skid against the big, bad Bulldogs. Earliest meeting in 30 years. Georgia and Tennessee coming up. You've been watching the All-State Kickoff.
I have 3 kids, and I work with the LAPD.
I don't talk to cops.
Works for me. I'm not a cop. And I wouldn't hate if this one didn't talk at all. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, but I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one. What am I missing? Can I please have some scissors?
Morgan, you do know this is evidence, right?
Yeah, you should probably turn around.
The girl like me.
Not one of the oldest series in the SEC, as All-State brings you the series history. And Tennessee had the all-time lead until this streak of 8 consecutive Georgia wins. First time they met as ranked teams. Holly Rowe with the Dogs, Kirby Smart on the field. Holly?
Well, Coach, it is deafening and loud down here. How do you expect your quarterback, Gunnar Stockton, his best operating practices?
Well, the best thing is we practiced against it as much as we can simulate it. It's hard to simulate this noise, so the players around him have got to help him.
There's a lot of unknowns about their quarterback, Joey Aguilar. How will you adapt on the fly against him?
Well, we'll see what they're trying to do. They're really talented outside. They got a great running game as well. This will be fun.
Hey, Coach.
You tried to simulate it by putting the speakers at practice to 12. Nobody plays it louder than Kirby, but it's still not quite the same as this.
And take this in. How good is it?
Kirby wants his defense on the field first, won and deferred. So you're going to see Josh Turbeville, the the Dogs kickoff man. Will boot it away. Peyton Woodring handles the place kicking and the kickoffs, and Peyton Lewis back deep for Tennessee. About to see Joey Aguilar walk into all this. Good thing they're on his side. And a touchback. He's 24 years old, from the Bay Area. 0-star recruit, almost gave up football. COVID cost him a couple of years, wanted to be a fireman. City College, San Francisco. Diablo Valley Community College. Appalachian State, again, thought his career was over. Then Diego Pavia wins the lawsuit. He gets 1 more year, goes to UCLA. Was there for like 4 months until Nico Iamaleava showed up. Then he took Nico's old job, and he's here at Tennessee.
Everybody have all that. In other words, he's been through it, and he's come through the other side, and they feel they got a guy that can lead this team. We'll find out today how real that is in the SEC.
Deshaun Bishop is the back. They'll rotate them. A nice high percentage throw to get Aguilar going, and they'll pick up 8 yards.
The great thing about Aguilar, Chris, is he's experienced. You know, in this transfer portal era, they love to have vets that could come in, especially at this position.
Second and short handoff. Bishop plows ahead, and they get the drive going.
This offensive line, as you mentioned in the open, how important it is to be able to have the complement to Aguilar. This offense starts with their running game because it opens up every aspect of their vertical pass.
Play fake, zipped across the middle, caught by Kitzelman in the tight end into Georgia territory. 2 accurate throws so far for Aguilar.
Important to know that Georgia, you just heard Kirby tell Holly about how they try to simulate the crowd noise, also try to simulate the tempo, but they didn't face this Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday in practice.
On the move, check down, and it's Brazel who's tackled quickly. It's a reshuffled offensive line again. David Sanders, all-world recruit at right tackle, still not quite ready for Tennessee.
Yeah, 4 new starters up front. Couple through the portal with Moy and Pendleton.
Deep drop. Fires downfield. Accurate throw. Caught by Brazel again. What a start for Aguilar and the Vols offense. 17 more.
Yeah, they're in great rhythm right now. Nice job of mixing in the run with the pass, varying the formations as well, along with the tempo. Georgia right now on their heels as a young defense trying to get on the same page.
Bishop barrels up the middle. This is familiar. Tennessee has really started fast against Georgia. Led 10-0 in Athens last November.
It's exactly right. They know when they get into the red zone, like any team, but especially today against Georgia, they can't settle for field goals. They need touchdowns.
Crossing route. Catch made. Staley out of the slot. Hard to guard. It's 1st and goal.
And right now, Georgia trying to mix up zone and man coverage. When they're in man, right now, the underneath coverage is lost. Miscommunication, some busts. And every single time they have, Aguilar has found the open man.
5 for 5. This time it's a keeper. Touchdown, Tennessee. Welcome to Rocky Top, Joey Aguilar. Can't be better than that at the start.
Well, how do you keep a crowd in a game? You go right down the field. Quarterback's 5 of 5, 8 plays, 3 on the ground, 5 through the air, and you go up 7-0 to get this game started.
$75 yards at 8 plays and 2.5.
And the big thing is they mixed up the looks, and then you get the quarterback run game. Good job of getting behind the big offensive line. The back there, Star Thomas leads the way. And that offense could not have looked any better on this opening drive here in Knoxville at Neyland Stadium to get this Vols offense going.
His mom Lydia says, we're in Tennessee, right? This is fun right now. 7-zip Vols.
Welcome back to Papa John's. For a very limited time.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I see them blue for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday, all in one place. And that's a lot of NFL. NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. New users pay less.
What you doing, Zach?
My T-Mobile home internet is so good. I wish I could tell the whole world.
Zach, go right ahead.
T-Mobile's got home internet!
T-Mobile's got home internet!
It's just $35 a month, guaranteed for 5 years. 5 years.
I'm switching!
Whoa, that's 2!
T-Mobile's got home internet, just $35 a month, and it's guaranteed for 5 years.
I promise to love you, to feed you the food you deserve.
Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients, and it lives on in every bowl you fill.
I promise to be your best friend forever.
We put it through the worst, so you get its best. Nissan, #1 in new vehicle quality.
Reminder, bent finger appointment.
I don't want to wait or have surgery for my Dupuytren's contraction. I want a non-surgical treatment.
And if non-surgical treatment isn't offered?
I'll get a second opinion.
Take charge of your treatment. If you can't lay your hand flat, visit findahandspecialist.com to get started.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday on ABC.
He's done it again. Josh Heupel and Tennessee has scored in their first possession 5 straight years against Kirby Smart. He showed his team a tape. Here's what happened early. Remember what happened at the end. We won all those games, so he was prepared for this. 2 years ago, 75-yard touchdown run on the first play by Jalen Wright for Tennessee.
That's right.
Georgia worked their way back. And so here comes Gunnar Stockton. Running is a big part of it. Can they create explosive plays on the ground? But more importantly, can they loosen up the defense, Kirk, today by pressing the ball downfield? Shots have been a struggle through the first 2 games.
Some of that's been the coverage that they have faced. A lot of screens, a lot of quick game. Gunnar only averaging 5.3 air yards per target. It's 130th in the country after the first couple of weeks. So you're right. Tennessee wants to challenge him. Make him play quarterback from the pocket. Don't let him get out and create.
It's rocking already. Looking to press the ball in the very first play. Nice ball downfield. And the catch is made by Colby Young. Dogs fans have been waiting for that.
Well, he got a blitz late. He recognizes a one-on-one opportunity. The blitz comes here. His eyes are up off that play action. He knows he's got his guy. Downfield, puts it out in front, and that's exactly what they want today from Colby Young. Great way to start for the Dogs.
He was 1 of 7 on deep shots before that completion. Stockton kind of stumbles as he runs for a few yards. Take a look at the impact players in a second here, but another look at the
like I said, yeah, Chris, the blitz, a little stutter and go. There's the separation. That's a true freshman because their starting 2 corners are out. You got a true freshman who's talented, but first time he's seen SEC football in the very first play. They attack him. Mike Bobo goes right at him against that blitz.
Young was a big play guy at Miami. Quiet year for Georgia last year, but very effective weapon. Stockton pulls it and then zips a slant to Zach Branch, one of the new arrivals from USC, and he is a very dangerous guy out of the slot. Got 10 yards there. Impact player is built by the Home Depot, and Georgia's got the ball.
Yeah, we just talked about Colby Young, Frazier to run the football, Tillander and Redmond on the other side.
And there goes Frazier. Plows forward down inside the 15.
Tillander's the leader. We met with him yesterday. Just a guy that walks into a room. You can see why he's a middle linebacker, why he's a captain of a defense, why he's the leader, 22. He's got to get them right with the different looks they'll get from Georgia. And then I just talked about Ty Redmond. He's one of our impact players because you knew he'd be tested as a freshman, and Georgia goes after him on the very first play to Colby Young.
2 elite corners out of the lineup for the Volunteers. Serious concern. Stockton looking to run, has blockers off the right side and will muscle for a first down before Jalen McMurray, the star player, got him down.
Yeah, sometimes you get zone read, other times you just get quarterback power, give them the +1 for this defense to have to account. And when you start to worry about 14 running the ball, then you're going to create some one-on-one opportunities with a very talented group of wide receivers. It's not just 1 or 2 guys. They've got 5 or 6 that they feel can make a difference today in this game.
225-pounder Chauncey Bowens to the right of Stockton now. Stockton keeps it, eludes a man, and scores standing up. Georgia answers immediately. And each quarterback has a touchdown run. What a response.
Yeah, what a way to start this game. The AT&T connected clicker here. Watch him just kind of follow his tight ends, 4 and 7 around the end. Good job of reading this. See him collapse down. Missed tackle there on the edge, and he's able to get back, show you that natural ball carrier instincts that he has. That's how you answer in front of this kind of crowd after you give up 7 points. You come right back down in 6 plays of your own, and the Dogs show them, just like they have the last 4 years. It's a long game.
Pretty good first 5 minutes, though. 2 75-yard touchdown drives. 7 apiece on Rocky Top. Buckle up.
How do we choose?
I know. Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
Tough combo. I see some serums which hydrate without being too heavy.
What do the Korean locals use?
Essence is like a light serum that's popular here.
Which one?
Now this is legit.
Big time savings are going on now at Mavis Tire. It's time to save big with Mavis Tire.
Get your big time savings started early with Mavis Tire.
Get premium service without the premium price. At Mavis, you can always trust our experts for honest service. Depend on us to keep you driving.
Dependable people.
Dependable people. Dependable people depend on Mavis. Depend on Mavis.
Depend on Mavis.
Hey, my treat today. I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover.
You're stuck in the past.
Unlike me.
You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Word on the street is I make it look easy. I'm actually smooth, it's far too easy. Word on the street is I make it look easy. Too easy.
Why do we love USAA team?
Because they still call Mom Sergeant. And they pay Dad's claim super fast after that scary thunder.
Gotta make this play work for me.
USAA membership. Always the smart play. Become a member today.
SEC on ABC College Football is presented by Burger King. You rule.
SEC was actually born right here, downtown Knoxville. Bonus points for your hardcore fans who can name the 3 charter schools no longer in the conference. You can DM Kirk with your answers there. He's eager to get that. Well, Stockton, instant response, the 45-yard strike to Colby Young. And then they muscle it in from the ground, and Joey Aguilar goes back out there after an incredible opening drive for him. 5 for 5 and a touchdown run.
What a response, like we said, and shows you the confidence that they have in Gunnar Stockton. Down 7, crowd going crazy, as loud as it can be. First play, after all the talk about not getting the ball downfield, they give him that chance to take that shot. And let's go back to that Tennessee opening drive, because it happened very, very fast. It was a mix of RPO, where the linebackers were coming up against the run game. At times, when they would blitz, good separation there from Brazil against the young corner. And then this time, you know, the linebackers underneath coverage just kind of getting lost there. And then the QB run game, they did not face one single third down on that opening drive. They were in attack mode. See what they follow that drive up with.
It's a run to Bishop. Picks his way around left end for 3 yards. They were able to pound Syracuse and East Tennessee up front. And Kirby said on tape the offensive line looks good, even though it's been reshuffled a bit. And streaking downfield is Brazel, who makes the catch and runs to the end zone. Flag down. We'll see if it stands. He beat Ellis Robinson for 72.
Yeah, it's going to be a flag that they'll decline on Ellis Robinson. He got beat. He ended up trying to catch up, never fall on the football, interfered on Brazel, and then Brazel makes the play, keeping his feet, goes to the end zone.
Pass interference. Defense number 1. Penalty declined. Touchdown.
This crowd in love with Joey Aguilar at the moment, pressing the ball downfield. very high on his list of skills. We've seen it already.
Yeah, and this is an aspect of their offense. People talked a lot about Dylan Sampson last year. He led the SEC in rushing, and he had to adjust. Josh Heupel had to adjust his scheme to be more of a physical running team. The reality was Nico struggled with accuracy downfield, and as you've seen here, that's not been an issue with Joey Aguilar. If you're a Tennessee fan, how great is it to see that vertical pass game back in this offense? In these first two drives, Joey 6 of 6, 134 yards and a touchdown. We're 5.5 minutes into the game.
Shades of when Jalen Hyatt was here. They would attack right down the field.
Yeah, and I think they feel that this is a great group. And Georgia, again, stunned right now defensively. They've lowered the box against this run game. They're playing man-to-man. Safety gets downhill, so it's one-on-one on the outside. And against this offense, that's the reality. If you're going to put the numbers towards the run game, you're going to leave yourself one-on-one on islands. And that's Ellis Robinson, a 5-star from a year ago. He's a redshirt freshman. Gets beat, has the interference, and what a job by Brazel keeping his feet.
Second straight game that Brazel's had an early touchdown. The guy who came from Tulane. Looks like on the PAT, there's a Tennessee player down on the field, still being looked at. Looks like it's Bennett Warren, who's a backup offensive lineman, part of the PAT unit. Man's going to get a workout today.
Yes.
They play Rocky Top like 10 times before the kickoff, and it's been blaring since this game got underway a few minutes ago. If you're Kirby Smart, I mean, okay, the first drive was one thing, but to get beat like that.
Again, typically what they like to do with Georgia is not have to commit numbers, meaning the safeties down, and then leave their corners one-on-one. They usually are good enough at the defensive line where they can beat up this Tennessee offensive line without having to commit. And what that allows you to do is keep two safeties back to prevent those deep shots. Good to see he's up walking it off Bennett Warren. But there they got caught cheating a safety down, and they left them one-on-one, and they made them pay for it.
Say it's a long game. 85 degrees is the temp. The real feel with the humidity is 90 degrees. Kirby Smart, very mindful of that. And we'll see as this game wears on. If they keep running up and down the field, it is going to be a test of stamina and conditioning. Zach Branch at the goal line as Tuberville boots it away again. Well, Georgia responded beautifully a few minutes ago. Got to try to do it again. They have to respect the shots, though. I mean, Mike Bobo, I like that right away, calling that in the very first play.
Well, and I think it's, especially like I said, all the noise on the outside about not getting it downfield in this stadium, down 7 in the blink of an eye, and they said, no problem. Let's give our guy the ball and let's show him we believe in him. And what a drive they put it together. Now, another answer needed by Gunnar Stockton and the Dogs offense. Last drive, it took him 6 plays to go 75 yards.
And off on the right side, that's Dwight Phillips, the speedster, who stopped for a short gain. They wanted to re-emphasize the run game, Kirk, which was incredibly second worst in the SEC a year ago.
Yeah, exactly. And this is how you do it. You get Farouk downhill. Boom. He is a physical safety. You know, that's a spot that they're very thin. Had a couple guys graduate, a couple portal guys. So got some young, talented players.
Stockton zips it into traffic. Volunteer defenders bracketing the receiver. Arian Carter was close.
Oh, close. I think it went right through his hands. Seven had a chance there to come up with an interception. The underneath coverage at linebacker. That ball went right through his hands.
Third down snap. Ball knocked loose and falls to the ground. And they were not signaling incomplete here. Ball finally picked up, but Jordan Ross off the edge pressured Stockton. They played with tempo in the first third down of the game, and fouls brought the heat. They're having a conversation here. There wasn't an immediate signal of incomplete. Steve Marlowe in charge of the SEC crew today.
Illegal substitution, defense, more than 11 players on the field at the snap. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Yeah, they ran on Joshua Josephs late. There's a little bit of confusion on Tennessee's side trying to get a guy off the field, but they definitely had 12 on the field.
Wanted to get a 3rd down package out there, but Georgia was too quick for him. So now it's 3rd down and 3, empty backfield. Pressure is picked up. Stockton, back shoulder throws incomplete, trying to get it to London Humphreys. It made a good effort, but the Bucs punt team comes out.
Instead of trying to get it underneath to a tight end, they decided to take advantage of some opportunities downfield. That's a one-on-one matchup. Back shoulder fade, timing pretty good. Humphreys just a little bit late reacting, just off his fingertips, unable to convert. So the Vols defense does their job. First stop of the game.
Aussie veteran Brett Thorson ripped his ACL up, remember, in the SEC championship game. 2nd game back, still getting his form back, but he is an elite punter when he's got that. Boo Carter retreats and makes a fair catch at the 16. 51-yard punt. Seems to be healthy. It's the plant leg that he ripped his ACL on. Joey Aguilar has engineered 2 quick touchdown drives. Vols get the football back up 7.
At Fairfield, every moment of a perfect game
has classic flavors with an Arby's flair. It's more American Italian than Italian, just like the Pope. And people line up to see him. Arby's, we have the meats.
On a troubling Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Our first away game and we're lost?
Pull over. I'll get directions.
And more Dr. Pepper.
What is this place?
Those kids, why aren't they watching college football?
And nobody's tailgating?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Hey, you know how to get to the football stadium? Football stadium? We don't kick off until Sunday here.
Jerry Jones?
We're in Protown.
We gotta get out of here.
Let's go. Wait!
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
I never thought this would happen.
Never thought this would happen.
I never thought this would happen.
We got you.
We got you.
We got you.
When the unexpected comes calling, call the one team prepared for what no one can predict.
We got you.
ServPro, like it never even happened.
Don't mind Kevin. He's on week 4 of his DoorDash streaks. This week he's got the delicious Arby's beef and cheddar.
That's a lot of eating energy.
Win every week with DoorDash Streaks. Opt in, order every Saturday, build the savings.
running payroll, adding benefits. Hi, nice job with Gusto. Payroll, benefits, and HR? Way more manageable. Everyone's loving Gusto? Everyone.
Get the payroll small businesses are talking about.
Real strength isn't pushing through pain, it's treating it. When there's no pain, there's more gain. Advil targets pain caused by inflammation for fast, strong relief. Advil, that's real strength.
A Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bucks Texans at 7 and Chargers Raiders at 10.
Here's Tennessee's third possession. Kirk, if you've given up 150 yards in the first 10 plays, all but 16 through the air, what does Kirby Smart, Glenn Schumann have to do right now to try to stop the bleeding?
Well, what you have to do is put a roof on top of the defense, meaning keeping your two safeties back. You cannot keep leaving these corners on islands.
Looks like they're doing that right here in the first play. Tennessee's going to run it to Star Thomas, part of that rotation, the transfer from Duke. Terrific start to his Tennessee career. Short gain there.
Xavier McLeod, good job there getting off the blocks. The reason you can play with two high safeties again is if your defensive line can win the battle up front in the run game.
Aguilar on the move, flips it short. Mike Matthews Makes a man miss. They move to 6 again. Drive up and running at the 31. 14 more yards.
Yeah, that's man coverage, but a long way for Dalen Everett to come over and try to stay with Mike Matthews, who can fly. Good size, 6'1", 200 pounds.
Their best cover guy. First down pass again, bobbled and caught. Just collecting the ball was Staley before the Dogs defense arrives. The gain is 3.
It's a new wave of wide receivers we're seeing here in Knoxville. Mike Matthews, Braylon Staley, the 2 front runners, along with Brazel, who's back from a year ago.
For the first time, Aguilar is pressure, but he just sidesteps the pressure and he finds Matthews. Xavier McLeod couldn't grab him.
Well, again, because of the athletic ability from Aguilar, what I love is he doesn't panic. It's, again, a guy that had a lot of starts at Appalachian State, able to get away from that potential pressure, got outside, and then didn't look to just take off and run. Kept his eyes downfield and found Mike Matthews, who did a good job of working back to him for that first down.
He got out of bounds, so it gave Georgia a chance to catch their breath and bring on fresh troops up front for this first down play. There's a slant, complete again. Matthews collects it. Holly?
Well, Joey Aguilar had to finish some classwork, so he didn't get to Knoxville until May, so he had to learn the offense over Zoom. When he did get here 14 hours a day, 6 days a week, trying to work with the coaches in the building.
Fast track preparation for sure. Did a great job. Showed up hungry and ready to learn. First incompletion there, and a flag is down. Looks like it could be a hold on Tennessee. Chris Cole brought pressure from the backer position, and it is a holding penalty.
Left tackle Lance Hurd, as you say. Georgia trying to do the best job they can, especially on the near boundary against his tempo of rotating corners on and off the field. You know, these guys are running 20, 30, 40 yards downfield almost on every snap because of the Tennessee receivers. So instead of just keeping 2 guys out there, and Daniel Harris and Dalen Everett, they're trying to get Jones and Robinson in there as often as they can. Try to keep these guys fresh.
Yeah, that's essential. Depth is important. We talked about the heat today and the stress on this defense.
Intentional grounding, number 6, is accepted. So false it down, spot the foul. 3rd down.
So besides the hold, they felt that Aguilar was just throwing it away to the sideline there.
Yeah, there's the hold that they declined right there. 53 Hurd against Johnson. He kind of threw that football away. He's inside the pocket. And there's not a receiver. That's a good job. But, well, you can see a receiver kind of working towards the sideline. Bill, did you think that receiver was in play there, or was that the right call?
It's the right call. The official downfield has to make that decision whether or not that receiver would have been in the area. And his judgment was fine.
Okay.
Beginning to get a little pressure on Aguilar in this series. So the penalty means that wasn't an incompletion. He's still 10 for 10. 3rd and 13. Dogs drop and play coverage. And incomplete on the far sideline. And Tennessee wants and gets a flag. That's Robinson. Tough start for him, guarding Matthews.
Yeah, Matthews just got to the top of his route, wanted to try to work back, but there was a hold there by Robinson. And like you said, second time he's been called for interference. First one was declined. This one they'll take.
You're under constant pressure.
Defense number 1. It's a spot foul with an automatic first down.
As a DB facing this offense, it's intense.
And it was 3rd and 13. Yep. So Tennessee's able to catch a break. Kirby Smartboy, he finally had Tennessee behind the sticks. Had a chance to get this defense off the field, but the pass interference, they're going to get Ellis Robinson off the field and bring Everett back in. He's on the left side of the offense into the boundary.
Play fake. Again, Zipton Staley makes the catch and falls forward to the 33. Already third catch for him.
Let's not overlook the accuracy that Aguilar is throwing with, not just statistically, but the reality is yards after the catch. He's putting it in a place where the receivers can catch the ball and have a chance to run with it.
Star Thomas, quick burst and then runs into traffic. Be a couple yards short on 3rd down and 2 now.
It's pretty good when you all the talk about Aguilar and his travels, and he was at App State, and then he went to UCLA, and now he's the quarterback here in Knoxville. How would he be? And he's 11 for 11 to get this game started for 185 yards.
Ethan Davis, Vols tight end, ran off the field holding his arm. That's what the delay is for. Thomas falls forward. Another first down inside the Georgia 30.
Good tough running that time by Thomas. He was met right close to the line of scrimmage by Gabe Harris Jr. Did a good job of getting off his block. Looked like he had a chance to maybe make that play short of the first down, but Star Thomas kind of has great feet, can make you miss. That time just lowered the shoulder. The Duke transfer and just picked up those 2 or 3 tough yards.
It's his 4th school. Quite a few guys on this roster that have multiple stops. Coffeyville Community College, New Mexico State, before going to Durham. And 1 year now, Tennessee. Pitch on the edge, Staley again. Between a couple defenders, dragged down to the 22. Excuse me, that's Matthews.
Remember, Chris, you asked me at the beginning of this drive, what can Kirby Smart do? And I mentioned putting a roof on top. The reason you do that, you make Tennessee, instead of that explosive play, you make them have to drive the football. It's the 10th play. This will be the 11th play of this drive. So Tennessee finding answers to those safeties sitting back.
Across the middle, Kitzelman. And the tight end makes another impact play. The Vols got a first down in their red zone, 9 more yards.
Again, safeties are back. You got to make plays underneath, and then if you're throwing the ball accurately, you get the tight end and the receivers a chance to pick up those valuable yards after the catch, and that's what we've seen this entire drive, mixed in with a little bit of the run game.
Former Bama tight end, one of the alpha leaders of this Tennessee team. First down, play fake, end zone, touchdown! Perfect strike, Chris Brazzell. Vols 3 for 3.
I mean, this isn't tricking them with tempo and, you know, in different formations. This is just flat out great execution by Joey Aguilar and Josh Heupel and his offense. Look really well prepared, playing in rhythm, playing with confidence, and whether it's zone or man, they've got answers.
You come out of the Sun Belt, the one game against high-quality competition. Clemson cleaned your clock. He's starting 14 for 14, 213, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, pretty good start. Chris, I want you to watch KJ Bolden, who's an outstanding player, and watch how he kind of gets lost here with his eyes. Doesn't really make a play on anybody. You got some crossers in front of him, but watch this outside move by the receiver, sets up that inside move to the post. But the free safety, KJ Bolden, who's a great player, all-conference, maybe all-American caliber player, just got lost with his eyes in the backfield and with the receivers crossing in front of him, and he completely misses to get back and support the corner, and Brazzell makes him pay for it. Great job again by Aguilar throwing in rhythm.
Nobody has ever lit up a Kirby Smart defense for more passing yards than that in the first quarter.
Now, this is the, you got to go back to Hendon Hooker's. The last time a Tennessee offense looked like this, whether it's Georgia or anybody else, just the execution of it, the way they're firing on all cylinders.
Branch at the goal line. And he can be an electric player in the return game, brought down at the 28. So now if you're Gunnar Stockton and the Dogs, you got to take a deep breath. Still plenty of time in this game, but your defense is struggling like you never see them struggle.
You know, what worries you as a defense for Georgia, you give them a 21-7 lead. That's like getting into a 100-meter dash with somebody and giving them a 20-meter head start, and you're playing catch-up. You do not want this team to get too far away from you because it's hard to catch up to an offense right now that's executing the way they are.
Josh McCray, part of a 5-man tailback rotation. He gets a few carries per game, gets a few yards there.
Tennessee mixing in some of their own depth. Edwin Spillman in right now. They're very high on him. Middle linebacker in for Thielander. And tough to make a check at the line of scrimmage with this crowd.
Plenty of time on the clock. McCray again makes a cut and spins forward out across the 35. It'll set up 3rd and 2 now. So you're saying this 3rd down's important even though it's really early.
Very important. Yeah, having a running quarterback in these kind of situations really helps, whether you utilize it or not. Just the threat of it, something that Tennessee's got to be aware of. They're going to put him under center.
Hand it off inside McCray. 3 carries in a row. Flag is down. It's enough for the first down at the 39. Check the marker.
Offside. Defense lined up in the neutral zone at the snap. It's a 5-yard penalty. Results in a first down.
And it's Tyree Weathersby. You know, the offense is left side, defense is right side, right here on the edge.
He's been trying desperately to get healthy. Was sort of questionable midweek. One of the many Georgia natives on this Tennessee roster. Dogs from the 40 now. Frazier in the backfield. Fake it to him. Stockton took a quick peek, and then, as he does often, nothing's there. Takes off quickly, takes a short sack by Caleb Herring.
You know, he drops back off this play action look. Watch his head. He's looking to his left. Doesn't see anything that he likes. See how he's looking over here. By the time he decides to come back to his right, there's nothing there. One of the areas he's really going to have to continue to grow is working through his progressions and sitting in that pocket when he has time to throw.
Paul's been good at getting after the passer this young season. Behind the sticks now, 2nd and 12. Pressure again. Stockton flushed and just throws it away. Rush got there in a hurry. That was Herring again. Tyree West in hot pursuit as well.
They've got a number of guys that can get after this quarterback. Herring has got great length. It showed you that time the kind of speed he has off the edge. You lose a guy like James Pierce to the NFL, you wonder who's going to be those next guys that kind of step up to do it. Herring there. Joseph in this situation, also a guy 19 that can get after him.
It's a committee, isn't it? Swing pass to Cash Jones. Their 3rd down specialist had a long way to go and didn't get first down yardage. We'll see if Smart now near midfield feels like going for it on 4th down. They need 4.
With the way this Tennessee offense moves the ball, it'd be a gutsy call by Kirby Smart. Maybe a hard count to draw them. With the last 3rd down they had, they were able to get the offsides. Just Tennessee lined up offsides.
Need 3 officially. Jones in the backfield.
Hard count with a timeout. Are they going to go for it?
Play clock at 2. They're going to run a play, and they get it. Slant to Zach Branch on target, and they're inside the Tennessee 40.
Well, he got to the inside against Boo Carter. It's the transfer from USC to the left side of the offense. The inside slot receiver does a good job at the release. He won that at the release. Good isolation there up at the top. And with that kind of speed, once he won at the line of scrimmage, he's just able to pull away from Boo Carter. Gutsy call by Kirby, and it pays off.
Branch has already become a trusted target for Stockton. The first down throw zipped over the head. This guy's very busy, as you said, out of the inside slot. That time he'll move him all over the place. He will get downfield and threaten the defense vertically, even though he's also very dangerous near the line of scrimmage with the football.
Yeah, he sure is. Like you said, he's kind of a joker. They will move him around. But you look at he and Colby Young, Noah Thomas, who came over from A&M, London Humphreys, the two tight ends, Delpin Lucky, Dylan Bell, and then the freshman. They've got a great group.
And running around the right side, Frazier for a short gain. What a first quarter on Rocky Top. 3 touchdown drives for the Volunteers. Georgia trying to stay close here. 21-7 after 15 in Knoxville. Back after this message and a word from your local ABC station.
Behind every DIY
is more help than you think.
Try this for a clean line.
Nice.
Sometimes help is delivered. And some things have just got to go.
Don't worry, these will go quick. I wonder if I can link 2 ropes together. Perfect. Because do it yourself
Doesn't have to mean
all by yourself.
What are you working on?
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160.
Is this what the inside of your head looks like?
Oh, buddy, not even close. I work with the cops.
You're a cop?
No, but they do sign my paychecks. We solve crimes together. This is where he attacked her. They trust me.
Continue to do me proud, just like you always do.
And I trust me.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
Get 2.9% financing for 72 months on all 2025 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,350 total value on this Silverado. Plus get $1,250 trade assistance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Titans football with Brian Callahan, Tuesday night at 6:30 on News 2.
Fun start to this one. The SEC on ABC. SEC All Day presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. Rare early season meeting between these teams. They shifted Tennessee, Florida to late in the season. So they're able to open up this slot. Dogs need 7 on this 3rd down.
It's 7 guys walked up. Who's coming? Who's dropping? They're all coming.
Ball quickly to the perimeter. Branch has a crease. Zach Branch in a foot race. They won't catch him. Georgia on a 3rd and long strikes for 6. You bring the house, not much help on the edge, right?
Yeah, usually you walk guys up, you're trying to get the offensive line to guess who's going to come and who's going to drop. Kirby fired up to see his team again compete, come up with an answer here on 3rd down. Gunnar Stockton looked out there and he saw 3-on-3, and he knew if he could get it to number 1 with a couple blockers, he had a chance to make the one guy miss, and he could be capable of taking it to the house. That's exactly what he did.
So Branch, a big part of that drive, and Georgia back within 7.
You got 3-on-3 out here to the outside, and Gunnar Stockton knows, even though he has some distance to pick up on this 3rd down, he knows that if he can find this man right here, he's got a chance to potentially make a difference. There's the blitz Chris talked about. They're bringing one more than you can handle. Paul's got to get out in a hurry. Now, make a guy miss. Really tough angle there. by the defender Turline and allowed him to really turn on the gas. We've known his ability as a returner. Here he shows you what he can do with his ball in his hands as a receiver. What a great job by Georgia responding there.
Yeah, you're right, Kirk. 2 good blocks, and then Turntine takes 1 bad angle, and Branch too fast to recover.
Yeah. Turrentine's the leader in that pack end, but just doesn't have the speed, the gears to be able to stay with Branch.
Not many do.
What a test here for Georgia. Number 16, they knew coming in how tough this could be, but I don't know if they thought they'd be giving up 21 points in the first quarter like this. But Stockton and this offense giving the Dogs a chance to stay in it and compete.
Well, the names change, but Georgia's DNA, there's a reason why they've been on or near the mountaintop in college football for years. Resilience.
Yep.
They don't panic. If you don't put them away, they're just hanging around. Give up 21 to Alabama. Remember on the road last year, defensive nightmare for Kirby Smart. Eventually came and took the lead.
That's right.
I mean, Ryan Williams had the last word, but they fought back in that game and fighting back here.
Yeah, and we talked in the open last 4 outings. This is what Tennessee's done against Kirby. 210 passing yards. Look at this first quarter, 213. And already 21 points. They've averaged 14 for the whole game in those 4 games. And they got 21 in the first quarter.
Fake to Peyton Lewis. Aguilar on the move across the middle. And making a catch is Travis Smith, the true freshman. It's incomplete. Couldn't quite hold on. The blow was delivered, and he didn't quite complete the catch.
Yeah, Guerrero did a nice job of coming up to make that contact. What focus there to initially catch the football. But because he got hit, the timing of that dislodges the football. Perfectly timed, clean hit, and the ball comes out.
Had a chance to recollect it after the hit, but it kind of squirted out of his hands. Lewis on a 2nd down run. Works hard for 6. Holly?
Well, guys, Ethan Davis went out. It looked like his shoulder had popped out. They've put it back in. He can get back out and play right now.
Put it back in and high tempo. Pressure. Aguilar avoided the sack initially. Flag is down in the secondary.
Georgia
did not. Line of scrimmage.
They didn't get off the field. They tried to substitute. Always tricky to do against Tennessee. Tennessee hurries. They see them trying to substitute and look at the top. They don't do it. They aren't quite able to get off the field.
Yardage results in a first down.
Nick Saban talked about that this morning on College Game Day. We talked yesterday with Kirby on our call about 3rd down substitutions or any down trying to get 3 or 4 or 5 guys on or off the field. When Tennessee doesn't substitute as an offense, you better do it. You better do it fast. They try to sneak 4 guys out there, just unable to do that.
You got to sprint off the field, too, as tired as you are in that situation. They didn't get off that quickly. So Tennessee, 1st down from the 36. It's Lewis in the flat and couldn't hold on. Pass was behind him. Pressure coming off the edge there by Janelle Aguero. Created some traffic in the area.
Boy, they are very fortunate he didn't come up with that football. The linebacker, C.J. Allen, got caught up in some traffic, and they were playing man coverage. There was nobody down that right sideline. If he was able to hold on to that football, that would have been at least a 30, 40-yard gain, if not a touchdown. It's the 2nd time, that previous play, 2nd time Tennessee's been able to pick up a 1st down on a 3rd down via a penalty.
It's a 2nd down run. Collision off the left side. Peyton Lewis can flash some serious speed. Hasn't really had a chance to break a long one yet this year. Ja'Cory Thomas made the stop there. Going to be 3rd and 7 now.
This is what I talk about, where Tennessee, if they don't substitute, Georgia now they are. They are going to substitute because Tennessee brought a player in. So here Kirby's talking to the official about making sure they have time to get their guys on the field.
Yeah, mass substitutions for Georgia as they just try to slow this Tennessee offense down and force the punt for the first time.
Please reset the game clock to 13 minutes, 58 seconds. 13:58.
Put 30 seconds back on here.
This is a play by Mike Matthews. His helmet comes off, so even if he didn't want to come off the field to continue to go tempo, he's got to come off the field. That's what Kirby was talking to the officials about, make sure he had to come off. Again, gave Kirby and the Dogs defense a chance to get their personnel, give them 5 defensive backs.
See if it makes a difference here. Aguilar, incomplete. Cooling off a bit after that torrid start. That pass was just behind Staley, and here comes the punt team for the first time.
He actually has watched both of his receivers, the tight end to the inside. Kitzelman's open. He elects to go to the outside. Good route, just a ball, one of his few passes that has not been perfectly on target, a little bit behind his receiver there, Staley. So it's an incompletion, and first time we've seen the punter come out.
Jackson Ross, ladies and gentlemen. And he rolls to his right with some pressure there, gets it away. And Branch doesn't play it. Is he going to get to the end zone? They sprint down and bat it back short of the goal line. It's a great special teams play by Bennett Brady. The long snapper went all the way down there and acrobatically prevented a touchback. Good hustle.
I was watching him. Nobody touched him at the line of scrimmage. It was a full sprint, and he's rewarded for that effort by just an amazing play here by the long snapper to bring the Dogs deep.
Long snappers around the world say we're athletes too.
Oh, no doubt.
You've always been ahead of the game. Excellence is your default, and Lexus knows that feeling is unmatched. Their standard isn't for the average, it's for those who set the bar and elevate it. So as you redefine what's possible, Lexus refines what you deserve. Because a car that doesn't make you feel something is a car that stops short of amazing.
Buy one Sonic Smasher and get another free. That's right, buy one hand-smashed Angus beef Sonic Smasher and get another free. It's the dual threat quarterback of burger deals. Buy one, get one free in the Sonic app.
Hey, Adam. Hey, sorry I'm late. I was getting the cake.
This Adam is on WhatsApp.
Everyone here?
Yep. Everyone on the WhatsApp group got the event invite and the location change.
Great.
This Adam is not.
Is everybody here? No one showed up. Well, I texted the group. We moved it to your place.
But with all the RSVP texts, no one noticed the location change. This party was a huge. While this one was just a tiny.
Surprise! Surprise!
Sorry, Larry.
There's no one hiding. Oh.
Our communities share one heartbeat. It lives in the places we gather and the spaces that give us purpose. But when disasters strike, that heartbeat stops. The very fiber of a community torn. And that's when Belfor steps in to help bring it all back. So students can learn, hospitals can heal, and families can return. Belfor, restoring more than property.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
What does it mean to be rich? It's first steps, and sometimes the last word. Rich is living life your way and having someone who can help you get there. The key to being rich is knowing what counts. Edward Jones.
Shifting Gears, the #1 new comedy is back.
He has arisen.
With big guests. And a big home improvement reunion.
Hey, buddy.
That guy's a tool.
Shifting Gears premieres Wednesday, October 1st on ABC.
Who's going to be the Taco Bell Live Más Student Section of the Year? Only one can claim it. Ohio State won it last year, and we'll see this year's champion. Bennett Brady, you're a long snapper. You're a backup. It's your 4th year in the program. You practice over on the side field. Disconnected from the program. 110,000, you get to run down the field, dive, and keep a ball in play, and pin your arch rival at the 3-yard line. Good for him.
Yeah, just being an athlete, right? What a play.
Stockton in the end zone, along with Bowens, who's got it. And he burst forward out across the 10. So they had little breathing room there with about 6 on first down. Arion Carter made the stop.
Good job on that left side of the offensive line. Considering their pen, they open up a nice hole there for him to get downhill in a hurry. Should mention a true freshman, a 5-star. Juan Gaston is in the game at right guard. He's been in the last couple series. He's been banged up. We didn't know if he would go, but true freshman for Georgia, 6'7", 360. Future superstar, but lined up there at right guard.
Yeah, your first quarter of your college career, you get injured. An ankle and an MCL in there now, playing through some pain, and the Dogs able to get a first down. Dylan Bell, versatile weapon, involved for the first time, moves the ball across the 15.
Again, good job of recognizing the blitz there. Hit an RPO set up. Always has the ability to flip it out to the receiver. Saw the blitz into the boundary and got it out there in a hurry. Picked up a good block and a nice first down to get away from their own end zone.
Branswin in motion and has some space after he makes the catch. Kind of tracked across. They didn't really follow him. That's a nice first down chunk. Ty Redmond forced him out. There is a penalty marker on the field. Kirby Smart, a long way away from this conference, would like to weigh in.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 8, offense. At the distance to the goal, second.
Colby Young spotted with the foul, so that will back him up 15 just when they had some momentum in this drive.
Yeah, he's trying to make an effort play, he's downfield right there in front, picking up a block, trying to help. The only thing is he just kept working 5 yards out of bounds.
That last shove, huh?
Yeah, the last shove when the penalty came out.
Kirby said, went into his temple, the universal symbol, we got to be smart. Something else for Georgia to recover from. 2nd and 15. Bubble screen. Young trying to make up for it. Gets back 13 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 2.
You know, all these quick throws we've seen really in the first 2 weeks for Georgia. It's you know, there's screens, but it's an extension of their run game. With Tennessee pressuring and linebackers getting downhill, a great answer to that is just flip it to the outside and ask your receivers to win one-on-one, whether it's running a route or trying to make a play after you catch the football.
Stockton running. The ball is sniffed it out, but he slipped the tackle. Tyree West got in there. He's still going to be spotted short of the first down.
Yeah, what a play, by the way, by Tyree West. Georgia moved Ernest Green, their right tackle. They end up moving him right here. And watch the move across from him by 42 in orange. Just getting off, just playing with violence there, getting off blocks and making that play.
They do have plenty of depth at that defensive end position. Pierce is with the Falcons' #1 pick, but depth there in his absence. Thorson delivered a strong punt his first time. This one's also pretty good. And it's muffed at the other end. Scramble for the football. Boo Carter took a chance there. Does recover the fumble, avoid the turnover. That was dangerous. 52-yard punt from Thorson. Continues to be a weapon now that he's back healthy. Tennessee trying to get the offense going again. 21-14 Vols.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
Your rule number 105, Cineminis are part of the meal.
No. It's the whole meal. You can choose all Cine Minis with the $5 duo or $7 trio.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With a Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
As a lifestyle guard, I help people live their best day in the sun by delivering high noon when the cooler's empty.
Do you have any peach? Now that I'm a mom, things are, well, different. I have twice as many outfits to plan. My overpacking has reached new levels. Verizon's different too. They let everyone in my family choose whatever plan they want. I save money and can keep the same low price for 3 years. Love that for me. I had to do it, I'm sorry. Ouch. That's where that was. Found it!
This is the one who never stops. She works around the clock and knows when it's all on the line. Having the right supplies makes all the difference. The industrial-grade products you need. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
SEC on ABC is presented by Burger King, where you write the rules of value. From classics to fan favorites like Cine Minis, the $5 duo and $7 trio lets you choose your deal. You rule.
Warmer salute just now for this man, Galen Wilson, World War II Navy veteran. Got out of the Navy, then played here for General Nealon in 46 and 47. Johnny Majors was his roommate, just turned 100 years old.
Oh, that's amazing. See his family there with him. That's great.
Awesome. He tries to get the drive going. And this is Bishop off the right side. Picks up about 6.
They're going to get back to that tempo. He just joined his first 3 drives for the Vols, resulted in touchdowns. Last drive, first punt of the game.
Aguilar, after 3 straight incompletions, which came after a 14 from 14 start, finds Matthews first down to the 40 in front of Dalen Everett.
Yeah, Dogs brought the blitz here, but look at the hands here by Matthews. Watch him come back, and in all hands. Love to see that as a quarterback, because you know you can trust him. That time he kind of used that left arm to wall off the defender, went up and snagged that.
Aguilar took his eye off the football, fumbled the snap. Matthews was a 5-star recruit. Nagging injuries, never got his freshman season going. But you can see he's part of a really talented and varied receiving corps for Aguilar to work with this year.
Yeah, I agree with you. You know, he's got good size. 6'1", 200. In high school, he played defensive back and receiver. Took him till last year to really start to hone in, and really has taken off in camp this year. You can see it.
2nd and 14, deflected, flag is down. I wonder if they lined up in the neutral zone. Raylan Wilson got a hand on the football.
Yeah, they did.
Kind of looked from here that.
In man.
Offside.
Yeah.
Defense number 90, lined up in the neutral zone. 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
Number 1 defensive recruit in the recent recruiting class, Elijah Griffin.
Yeah, he's right here.
Had both hands in the dirt, didn't have his head swiveled to the left. Things like that matter against this offense. They had lost 5 in the first play. Give them 5 back.
Yeah.
On 2nd down. Run is smothered as Bishop. Very little running room. Griffin makes the play that time, and it sets up a 3rd and 7. With the third down Tennessee's had, but they went right down the field without needing 3rd down.
Don't feel the same urgency. George is able to rotate, again, trying to stay fresh, trying to adjust to the down and distance here on a 3rd and 7. Get their better pass rushers in, better coverage unit in.
Pressure comes, picked up, complete across the middle, hammered short of the first down as Rodarius Jackson, as Jonel Aguero knocked him down on the Tennessee side of the 50. 4th down and 2. Volunteers offense out there showing tempo here.
And Kirby's going to get a timeout. This is a big enough play. He wants to Let everybody catch their breath here and get the right call with 8 minutes to go here, 8:05 to go here in the second quarter.
Yeah, smart use of a timeout, no pun intended. So we'll take a pause here. Volunteers near midfield trying to add to a 7-point lead.
You could spend all day sorting your employees' expenses. Or you could let Ramp do it.
I like that.
Never chase a receipt again. Ramp. Love finance.
Here.
I cannot wait to see which jewels she's chosen.
Look, it's lightly breaded.
The royal jewels. Presenting Tyson lightly breaded boneless chicken bites. Always been Tyson.
That's right. Move it like this now. You gotta move it.
Big time, best time, all the time. Come seek the Royal Caribbean.
Hardee's Original Bag is back, now with even more full-size sandwiches to choose from. The new spicy chicken sandwich, hot ham and cheese, hand-breaded chicken tender wrap, or charbroiled double cheeseburger. Mix and match any two, with fries and a drink, just $6.99.
This is Rachel. She just started college a week ago, and she's already homesick. Google can't turn Indiana into Arizona, but it can help.
My dorm room is bleak. What are some things I can do to help it feel Southwestern desert, but cute, not cheesy?
Brightening up your room won't fix everything.
Ooh.
But when you need your home away from home to feel just a little more like home, just ask Google.
A Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bucks Texans at 7 and Chargers Raiders at 10.
Back to the National Championship Trophy, making the rounds here. Dogs have raised that a couple times in recent years. There's the defensive huddle in that timeout before this 4th and 2. Glenn Schumann in the red, defensive coordinator.
See Glenn Schumann here, Kirby Smart here. Everybody dialed in. Kirby telling us this week that this team is a tight-knit, maybe even more tight-knit than they've had the last couple years. Love to hear that.
Good meeting, good meeting. They're going to punt, though.
Yeah. But, hey, without that timeout, maybe Tennessee goes for it, so they're going to get the football back regardless.
That's a good point. Josh Heupel electing to play field position, and Jackson Ross does his job, boots it down. Branch makes a fair catch at the 10-yard line. So still midway, second quarter. As Kirby said, these are long games. They evolve, and the first quarter doesn't decide it.
And the way this game started, I mean, it was back and forth in the last 2 or 3 series. It's become a little bit more of a field position game, and Tennessee punting the last couple times, pinning Georgia here at the 10-yard line to play the series before that. It was down inside the 5, so keep in mind that it's a big series. Even though we're 7:58 to go to the half, Georgia did defer. They do get the ball to start the second half. Let's see if Gunnar Stockton can do anything with this possession.
Chauncey Bowens runs into an orange wall. Jeremiah Thielander made the stop. Georgia native, no Georgia fan growing up, though. His dad coached college football a lot of different places. UTEP, Bowling Green.
Yeah. Impressive guy. Loves the game of football. Bryson Eason, also 20 right in front of him. Able to get penetration and free up Thielander to be able to get in there.
Thielander's dad was around guys like Spagnola, Andy Reid, Dirk Cutter.
Yeah.
Stockton on the move into traffic. It's broken up. Flags. 2 of them come in. 3 of them now. Idris Farouk. Looks like he got there early. Farouk, one of the first-year starters on this defense, a special teams guy. Impressed into duty this year. Teammates certainly believe in this guy. Tried to time it up, Kirk. Looks like he may have mistimed it.
Holding, defense is declined. Pass interference, defense is accepted. It's a spot foul, automatic first down.
Well, yeah, Georgia's able to get the interference, but watch Gunnar Stockton. Again, this is an area as an athletic guy, he's got to change. Three-man rush, there's no pressure. You know, he's got to trust the protection and trust his ability to work through the progressions. You know, if he would have looked and surveyed the field, Cash Jones was going down the right sideline all by himself, had a chance to make a big play, but he gives it about a beat or two, and then he doesn't feel comfortable, and he gets out there prematurely at times when he has protection.
Branch reverses back, knocked down. So if his feet are moving, the eyes are just sort of less likely to be in the right spot.
Well, I think, you know, I didn't study his high school film, but I guarantee in high school he was able to throw it and also run it. And when you have a guy who's a dual guy who they're trying to get comfortable and sitting in the pocket, often guys like that, they give it about 2.5, 3 seconds. They look at their primary. If it's not there, a lot of times they want to get out because they know they can make a play with their legs. He'll develop and get more comfortable in the pocket, but he's just not there at this point. Consistently, anyway.
Handoff. Smashing into the line is Phillips. One thing that's interesting, you know, Mike Bobo loves his tight ends. They had one of the best to ever play the position in Bowers, but they've also got Delp and Lucky. Quality haven't targeted a tight end so far today.
Not at all. It'd be a good time right here for it.
Need 5 on third. Plenty of time.
See if they can find Delp. He's right there.
Pressure comes. Stockton has time and loops it down the field. Another flag comes in.
That's the freshman again, Ty Redmond. They've been targeting him this entire first half for some big plays. Get an interference this time on him on a big third down play.
They had to cover Noah Thomas, the big 6'5" receiver.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Brought him in from Texas A&M.
Yeah, they're 2 for 3 for 55 yards going against a true freshman, and now you get a PI on a third down.
Too handsy.
Oh, yeah, grabbed a hold of the jersey. Gunner wanted it right away and got it. Like I said, it's a big drive for Georgia. Started at their own 10-yard line, caught a few breaks with some penalties.
Bowens bounces it. Chauncey Bowens gets to the edge and rumbles for close to 10 before Joshua Joseph's got him down. Actually, they'll spot it right at midfield, so it's an 8-yard gain.
Watch this job here by the Tennessee interior. It looks like they take it away, but Bowens does not give up on him. Then look at 14 out in front, the quarterback trying to make a block, trying to help his running back out.
I don't know how they spotted at the 50, but that's where the football is. Looks like he fell well across that. Got it again. Oh, he stutter stepped. Did not get his nose right to that first down marker. Took a sideways step and was stopped by Arion Carter and Redmond in run support there.
Yeah, a little jump cut there. I'm with you. Typically, you see a Bulldog running back right there. He just lowers his shoulders and gets upfield. Instead, he bounced it, came up short.
225-pounder keeps it again, and this time will move the sticks to the Tennessee 47.
But it is a battle between the tackles with this Georgia offensive line trying to make a push against the Vols. Not a whole lot of running room. Mike Bobo, though, being stubborn, which you love to see with that run game, mixing in play action and taking some shots, some quick throws. It's been a nice plan so far here for Georgia, but tough sledding in that run game.
Bobo's son Drew is the center, off to a solid start his junior season. dodging the rush, and finally finds the tight end. That is Lawson Lucky, who was working free. Joshua Josephs was in pursuit. They pick up 11.
Yeah, it was a late release, almost a check down that time. Is an emergency. The quarterback needs help. He's able to locate him there. Good effort after the catch it once again there by a Bulldog.
And hit as he throws, gets the ball loose. It's Oscar Delp, who tried to hurdle him and ends up planting a foot in the chest of the defender. So after no targets, the tight ends make back-to-back plays, 18 more.
How does he get this ball off? Oh, right as he starts to throw it, Josephs hits him. But a heck of a job of recognizing that receiver to get that ball out.
Tempo from the Dogs. Frazier, they're getting chunk plays now inside the 10.
Tough to run inside, so let's get the ball either with a quick throw to the outside, out on the perimeter, or get Frazier, who just came in for Bowens, get him out there, who's got some ability to make the defender miss. It's a heck of a drive. Remember, started in their own 10-yard line. This will be the 10th play coming up.
It's happened fast now, Kirk. Let's see if they pull back on the tempo here. They'd rather not leave Tennessee time before halftime. Heupel does have the 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute timeout. Owens again, bouncing off people. He's powerful when he does run north-south. Gets to the 6. It'll be 1st and goal.
Going that 3 tight end look. Mike Bobo and Kirby have used a lot of different personnel groupings, a lot of different formations, trying to make this Tennessee defense have to communicate and mix in a tempo. Like you said, fast, slow.
Frazier. Downhill for a few.
Definitely slowed down. We'll get the 2-minute timeout here.
Grinding drive, penalty aided in the early stages, and now 11 plays. Power football as the Dogs try to get even here before halftime.
So, do you do tricks?
No, Richard, I'm a genius. I'm not doing tricks for you.
Right.
Oh, all right, fine. I'll show you one trick. Toss me your phone. Okay, here we go. NerdWallet will compare auto insurance rates for you in minutes.
Yep, just by answering a few simple questions.
Wow, smart.
Yeah, it's smart. It's genius, Richard.
Genius, Richard.
Get insurance at a price that works for you. Go to nerdwallet.com.
You my little boo thing, so I'll give a hoot what you do. Say, girl, I know you a little too tame. I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl, I know. Tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something too fresh, I know. Tell him I'm next. Tell him you find a little something too fresh, I know. You my little boo thing, so I'll give a hoot what you do. Say, girl, I know you a little too tame. I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl, I know. Tell him I'm next. Tell him you.
There's nothing like game day, but college sports are headed for a big loss. Without your help, stadiums will end up empty. College athletics face a growing financial crisis that affects every single school, big and small. This means the programs and athletes you're cheering for today could vanish tomorrow, starting with women's sports and Olympic programs. To create fair rules and more revenue, Congress must modernize the Sports Broadcasting Act. Sign the petition because it's time to get loud.
My wife told me my hair was thinning, and I wanted to avoid that at all costs.
Let's go, baby.
I stopped hanging out with the guys because I didn't want to hear the wisecracks. So I did some research and found Nutrafol, which was cool because I had no idea there was a supplement for hair.
I liked that it was drug-free and then it was clinically tested.
My hair was getting stronger and thicker.
Nutrafol has just given me more confidence, which allows me to carry myself a little taller.
It felt real good to ditch the hat.
Hair growth starts from the inside at Nutrafol.com/men.
I was tired of being told no to my dreams. But Shopify made it easy to get this brand going. Now we can take golf to a realm that we've never seen before. We're Eastside Golf and we're powered by Shopify.
Nobody inside. I already told your buddies. A lot of violations here. Way too many occupants in a single dwelling. 8 exotic animals. That's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me.
But I just got here.
Back it up, Brooke.
Take it up with the city, fellas!
Great September day in the SEC. When we are done here, it's off to the Bayou. Billy Napier and the Gators, much needed attempt at a big win. LSU rolling in at number 3. Follows at 7:30 Eastern time. Second and goal. McCray is the back. They fake it to him, and Stockton is swarmed around the edge. Caleb Herring, one of those Leo position guys. He's had a big afternoon.
He sure is. He's to the outside right here, and what you love is his quickness and burst off the football. Right tackle that time does not do a good job of kicking out to be able to prevent that. Ernest Green lined up on the other side. That's Weenie in there at right tackle.
They lost an all-world guy at that position. He's part of a squadron of them trying to make up for it. It's 3rd and goal coming up. Clock was stopped after that play.
Bill, why would the clock be stopped here?
I'm going to check the board, but I think we had a team timeout.
Okay.
Tennessee may have used one. Sorry, I didn't see it. 3rd down coming up. On the move, Stockton. Knocked down short of the goal line. Jalen McMurray was tracking him. It's 4th down. See what Smart does here. 2 yards short.
Tennessee playing enough zone there underneath, and they've got speed to be able to chase Gunnar Stockton down. Eyes on a quarterback, especially in this area, huge. Great play by McMurray.
So Tennessee will take another timeout here before this 4th down play. For now, the offense in play for Smart. Can they get the football to begin the 3rd quarter?
Still confused by the previous play. After that sack, the game clock.
I think Tennessee had taken a timeout. I didn't see them signal that, but they've now got just one left.
Just one left, okay.
So trying to
happen quick.
Preserve some time. Whatever happens in this play or this series, they will have an opportunity to get the football and do something with it. They don't need much time.
Well, the first 3 possessions, touchdown, touchdown, touchdown for the Vols. The last 2, punt and punt.
Stockton as a runner, an obvious option here.
Now
certainly it'll be a focal point.
Now the kicker's running out.
Well, Stockton also is the holder. Peyton Woodring, the kicker, is out there, and yeah, when your quarterback's also your holder, I guess you can play a little deception. So they're lining up as though it's going to be a 20-yard chip shot to cut into this lead. Ultra reliable Woodring does that. 14-play drive, 88 yards. Penalties got it started, but Smart able to chip into this lead again. Kevin Negandhi, halftime, 1:42 away. Let's check in with you.
Chris, thank you so much. State Farm halftime report with Booger McFarland. Down goes Clemson. How Georgia Tech pulled it off. We got highlights from Atlanta, and we're keeping an eye on Miami and USF down in South Florida. Meanwhile, SEC Network, Boog, what's going on with Texas? Another slow start?
Yeah, no doubt. Arch Manning still throwing the ball very inaccurately, but he can use his legs, the athleticism, to pull the zone read and get to the corner touchdown horns.
It's only 7-0 second quarter. SEC Network, Texas over UTEP. Back to you, Chris.
All right, Kevin, thank you. 14-3. as Miami tries to knock off the upset-minded Bull. Already gotten 2 ranked wins. That's late first quarter in Miami. So Tennessee, it's almost a win after the way they had 2 pass interference penalties early in the drive. Georgia got going and threatened, forced the chip shot. Yeah, we'll see if Aguilar in this offense can get some rhythm back here.
Yeah, in those first three drives to this game, there was a lot of big plays. They had 6 plays over 15 yards. Aguilar was in great command, and Georgia answered right back. I mean, it looked like we had ourselves a shootout. Both those drives, 5 minutes in, it was 7-7, and Tennessee didn't stop. In fact, first 3 times they had the football, they put 3 touchdowns up in a hurry, in a blink of an eye. But give Georgia a lot of credit. Just kind of weathered that storm with this crowd in Knoxville. Got the ball to Branch, get it to 21-14, get the field goal now, 21-17, get the ball again to start the second half.
Aguilar across the middle, it's incomplete. So he's just 2 for 6 after that 14 for 14 start. C.J. Allen delivering the shot there.
Yeah, great job by C.J. Allen. He's out here, and he's just reading the eyes of the quarterback, and they bring him inside just enough to get, looked like his fingertips on that to knock that away.
Again, not able to employ tempo with the incompletion to start. Much more methodical since that torrid first quarter. Star Thomas spins in the hole, falls across the 30. 3rd and 4 now. They have the 1 timeout, clock moving for the moment. But again, not the kind of tempo that was really troubling Georgia in the early stages.
Yeah, and you won't see it unless they pick up this first down right here. I think Josh Heupel intentionally just kind of working a little clock. Now, Kirby said he's working a little bit too much clock. They'll use one of their 2 timeouts remaining.
It's not how you start in this rivalry. It's clearly how you finish. And Tennessee couldn't have started better. Great for Joey Aguilar. Come out, your first big game, facing a quality defense, and it just like you'd practice it, like there's no one out there. But Georgia's going to do what they do. They're going to make some adjustments. They're going to work their way back in the game, and that's what we have. Good second half.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you're a Tennessee fan, you're a little bit anxious because of the way these games have gone, where they've started fast. And it's a 60-minute game. I don't know how many times since I've been in Knoxville I've heard it's a 60-minute game. It's a 60-minute game. It's because they played pretty well for 30 minutes, but they got off to such a fast start. You're not going to be able to maintain that, right, for an entire game. But I think Georgia settling in defensively and getting their own offense going become a really good football game. Look at those last 2 drives compared to the first 3. They're able to get this conversion. That's where you'll see the tempo, especially with just the 1 timeout.
Aguilar backpedals and takes a shot downfield. Matthews couldn't make the grab. Janelle Aguero comes up with it. So launching into double coverage, trusting his receiver. Instead, it's a takeaway for the first time today.
Well, Aguilar's known for his physicality. Here he's just playing center field and does a good job of working to his right, to our left. Ball is hung up there, and Aguilar's gotten away with a few of those in the first 2 weeks against inferior opponents, but not against Georgia. Brought the safety over with his eyes. It's a guy that threw 24 interceptions in the last 2 years at App State. Can't throw that ball up in the SEC and think you'll be able to get away with it. Good job of coming over to make that play by Aguilar.
The Dogs 1 timeout, 1:02 from their 30. Let's see if Mike Bobo, knowing he's going to get the football to begin the second half, gets aggressive here. On the edge, Dylan Bell, there's a block, lunges forward to the 40. It's just short of the marker. Clock moving inside of a minute. Slant Diving catch just enough for the first down. That's Young picking up 5.
Yeah, great location on that football, away from the defender who actually did a good job of jumping the route, Colton Hood. But threw it away from him and used the length of his receiver, Young.
Sticks are ready, clock moving again. Here comes pressure. Stockton rolls to his right. Flag is out. He almost threw an interception. Ty Redmond, that freshman corner, has been a focal point. Came diving in and it bounced off of him.
Number 71.
Ernest Green, the right tackle there. Again, when the quarterback leaves the pocket, it puts the offensive lineman in tough spots when it comes to dealing with the rush. They're expecting him to be in the pocket, but he gets out there. He feels that pressure. 71 right there on the hold. And a risky throw into traffic.
It was dangerous.
Very dangerous. There's the hold right there on the left.
The field is shrinking right as he continues to roll. An opportunity for Redmond there. Instead, 1st and 20. Jones slips through a tackle, knocked out of bounds across the 40 by Carter. 21 seconds to go. Going to be 2nd down and 13.
Good job of running that. Just try to catch Tennessee napping a little bit, playing with 2 high safety looks, try to get the ball there to a playmaker in Jones. Now you got to hit a big one downfield. Got the 1 timeout.
Got about 25 yards to go to get within Peyton Woodring's comfortable field goal range. Clean pocket. Launches for the far sideline. Jump ball. And it's intercepted. There's a flag down. It's Colton Hood, the transfer from Colorado, making the pick. The flag is along the far sideline.
Very physical. Hood was very physical with the receiver running that route. The entire route, he's pushing him. In fact, pushes him out of bounds.
Holding. Defense number 8. It's a 10-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Yeah, it's one thing to jam him, but he continued to work and continue to push on the far right here. Pushes him, pulling on him. Yeah, it's an easy call there by the official.
One thing, it was a long play. It took a lot of time, so we're down to just 8 seconds in the half. Smart still with that timeout. Woodring's career long is from 55.
Will start on the snap.
So again, they've got work to do. Got to move the ball.
I mean, if you get
at least 12, 15 yards.
If you get inside the 40, at least he has a shot.
Yep. Receivers bunch to the left. If you're Stockton, you do not want to get flushed out and take a lot of time before you get the ball out. Quick throw, incomplete, trying to find Lawson Lucky down to 4 seconds. That took 4 seconds. Can you get an incompletion to get the clock stopped within 4 seconds to get the field goal team out there?
Yeah, tough to do. At least they got the 1 timeout. You can throw a quick ball and just instantly take a knee as soon as you catch it and call the timeout from the sideline. Looks like Tennessee's going to call a timeout.
Use them if you got them. Just trying to get defense on the same page. Obviously,
your 2 options.
IT has a quick pass.
Yeah, your 2 options if you're Georgia. The ball's right at midfield. You're either going to throw that really, really quick pass, instantly go down, call the timeout. And even that, it's going to be tough to do that within 3 seconds. And the other option is you throw the Hail Mary at the end of the half. You got a couple receivers. Colby Young, 6'4", Noah Thomas, 6'5". Humphreys has got, London Humphreys has good size. So you got some bigger receivers. At the very least, maybe could tip the ball up. Delp's a guy who could get down there. He's also at 6'5".
Totally different mindset. You either drift back, take some time, get everybody downfield, or you get it out in a split second.
Yeah, he's sitting. You see, he's got his hands on 12 there. The redshirt freshman Ryan Puglisi. I don't know if he's going to come out. Yeah, he is. Maybe he's got the big arm to be able to make that throw, that Hail Mary throw. But they bring the young redshirt freshman into the game.
Yeah, he's from Massachusetts, went to Avon Old Farms, has the cannon of an arm. Very highly regarded guy. They like him in the future.
Yeah, they're lining up 3 to the right here.
So Ryan Puglisi comes in cold, tries to create some magic in the final play of this first half. Steps up, waits for his guys to get downfield, and slings it on the run down near the goal line, and it's going to be intercepted. Volunteers pick it off, and then is Ty Redmond. Final play of the first half. And they took a shot with the backup, and they'll get the football to begin the third quarter.
He had to get flushed, threw that ball a little on a line. Love to see that Hail Mary up in the air to give your taller receivers a chance.
Let's hear from Josh Heupel now with Holly.
Well, Coach, 2 good defensive stops from your group right there before halftime. What stands out?
Yeah, I got off the field there. We got to tighten some things up just in our coverage. A couple of penalties that hurt us on the defensive side of the football. Offensively, started fast. Second quarter here, just have hurt ourselves a little bit, and we got to stay on the field on third down.
Joey got off to a good start, as you mentioned, with good rhythm, 14 of 14. How do you get his rhythm back right now?
Yeah, just, his reads, fundamental position, settle in, and let's go play. We knew it was going to be a 60-minute game.
Thanks, Coach.
It always seems to be that on a hot day, conditioning, depth, all those things will come into play, as it usually does when the Dogs and the Volunteers collide. 21-17, home team at halftime. To the studio, Kevin Negandhi and Booker McFarland. Guys?
Chris, thank you. State Farm halftime report in studio. Josh Heupel 0-4 against Georgia and Kirby Smart. Joey Aguilar threw his first interception. Yeah. Look, really, though, these are 2-story defenses. How about the offenses? They opened up the playbook.
No doubt. The story of the first half has been the big plays. We talked about Georgia airing it out, getting some big plays. They throw it 45 yards down the field to Kobe Young. Gunnar Stockton finally throwing the ball down the field. And then Tennessee. This is a big play offense. Joey Aguilar down the middle of the field, 75-yard touchdown. Really the difference in the game so far, the Tennessee defense making a stop in the red zone is 21-17.
Yeah, this is the storyline. Georgia, when you take a look at them, first 2 games on defense, had given up only 15-plus yards 5 times. We had 6 of them for the Tennessee offense in the first half.
Big plays galore, up and down the field. The key to the second half, which defense can figure out a way to make the important stop.
Well, the Georgia offense will be on the field first.
There you go.
That's going to be a big story leading into it. How will they respond? Why are they celebrating Atlanta? They should be used to this. Georgia Tech fans taking down another giant. Highlights on Clemson going down, plus reaction.
Great news from Jeremy in sales. He's loving the AI sales agent.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's following up leads 23% faster.
Jeremy. Great. So I can tell the board that the company is more productive.
Oh, no. I wish. But you can tell them Jeremy in sales is following up from leads 23% faster. Oh, Jeremy.
Oh, Jeremy.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create smart to business. IBM.
For a wild ride? Then I'm your girl.
How wild?
Mel has never been exposed to women like us. I don't know how he can handle it all.
We all are rooting for each other.
To love, happiness, and fun.
When a car wreck blindsides you, it's game time. Don't fumble away your case. I'm Rocky McElhaney. My all-pro legal team is ready to tackle the insurance company head-on for you. Let us drive your case into the end zone. We don't just blitz, we bring the house, so you can focus on getting back in the game. Rocky McElhaney Law Firm, the official injury lawyer of the Tennessee Titans.
Sports Extra presented by Shift 4, Sunday nights at 10:35.
Welcome to the State Farm Halftime Report.
Look, and Kevin back with you. The early window, ton of excitement in Atlanta. Look at this number. Coming into the day, Brent Key, Georgia Tech, 11 wins as an underdog since 2022. 2.5-point dogs taking on number 12, Clemson here. And Haynes King, the keeper, 1 yard. Tech, they were down 14-13. They take the lead. Then they go Philly, the Philly special for the 2-point conversion.
Just another aggressive play call there by Brett Key. Up 19-14. You go for 2, make it 21-14, but Clemson was going to come right back.
Adam Randall punches it in. You were okay with this. 25 seconds to go, tied up, and Georgia Tech, no timeouts. They hustle off the field. They set up the field goal unit.
Here's why it was key, Kev, because they centered the kicker in the middle of the field, and then, Kev, he made it, and they're going to party in the ATL tonight.
Aiden Burr, the longest game-winning kick in program history. Down goes Dabble for the second time in 3 weeks. Haynes King with Chris Budden.
I mean, it makes me feel good, but it's not me. It's this whole team. The guys in front, the defense, the guys around me. Like, it's not just a one-man show. It's a whole building.
We've got 2 losses that have come down to the last play. It's just that simple. And the first game, defense kept getting the stop in the fourth quarter, and we just didn't make, the play that was there, a couple plays. And in this game, we couldn't get the stop that we needed.
For the second time under Dabo Swinney, Clemson losing 2 of its first 3 games. The other instance back in 2014. And look at the All-State playoff predictor. At the start of the season, 38%. No one had it higher in the ACC. Now 5%.
A very underachieving team. I want to see what grade Dabo gives his team this week.
Oh, right now, maybe 5%, 5, right?
I'm just curious.
Look at the schedule here, Boog. That's the concern, because later on, you got a surging Florida State, and, of course, at the end, the rival, South Carolina.
We thought Clemson may be the best team in the ACC. Could it be Miami or could it be Florida State? I don't think there's any chance we know who's going to win this conference right now.
They do not have Miami on the schedule. That stands out. Georgia transfer, that is Carson Beck, under center for the U, taking on a South Florida team coming off the top 2 top 25 wins the past 2 weeks, and on the road, there's Carson Beck facing Joshua Moore and finding Joshua Moore for the touchdown. Then Beck again, 39 yards. He stretches the offense.
What do we always talk about, Kev? When you're the favorite, start early. Don't give the underdog any hope. Carson Beck down the field. Allow your big playmakers to make plays. He goes up and over and mosses him for the touchdown.
USF in trouble, down 14-3. Weather delay right now in Miami. Meanwhile, beautiful sun at the Link. Oklahoma, number 13 in the country. They have one of the toughest schedules to close out the season. 7 ranked teams. They got to win games like this easily.
No doubt, but I think they have a quarterback who, I've said it before, I'll say it again. He's going to be in the Heisman Trophy conversation all season long.
They have number 24 Auburn next week on ABC. And speaking of Auburn, former 5-star Oklahoma quarterback Jackson Arnold. You think this is a good sign finding Cam Coleman? Why?
No doubt, because he's one of the better receivers in the country. We talk about Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams. Throw Cam Coleman in that same conversation. He is as good.
31-15 Auburn. Did you say Ryan Williams?
I did. It's like the producers hear me right now.
Big second half for him, and Alabama. Ty Simpson stood out as well.
How about that? It's amazing. You give this young man confidence. Ryan Williams gets involved. He's their best player on offense. Kev, look at that move. They call it the dead leg. Give it to him, take it back. That's pure athleticism right there.
Yeah, and right now, feeling good heading into the bye is that Bama would go on to win this game 38-14. Ty Simpson, 4 touchdown passes. And Alabama has Georgia in 2 weeks. Right now, it's the Dogs and Gunnar Stockton. Big play right there. We haven't seen that. They are down by 4 on the road in Knoxville.
This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
I'm the Modelo Recruiter, and I reward full-time fans. Check out this recruit. The early season hopeful doesn't hope that this is her team's year. Knows so this full-time fan deserves a Modelo.
We are the Tennessee Volunteers. And now is our time. Time for unbeatable experiences, for bold innovation, for historic moments. It's time to do what balls do best. More life-changing research, more problem solving, more lighting the way. We have what it takes. It takes a volunteer.
Your football career is over.
He dropped the ball!
But I'm not done with football. If I can't play as Russ, I'll play as someone else. My name's Chad.
He's extremely ugly. I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids, and I work with the LAPD. I have an IQ of 160. This is where he attacked her.
She was abducted. You knew that already, didn't you?
Yeah, but I thought it'd be nice to let you have this one. The girl like me.
Welcome back to the State Farm Halftime Report.
Well, Kevin, back with you. Florida getting ready to go to Death Valley tonight. And last week it was a nightmare in the swamp against USF. DJ Lagway in the offense couldn't do anything, and then the defense failed to make a stop. And Nico Gramatica, the game-winning kick, and Florida shocked at home. Molly McGrath with much more. And the key players are returning tonight for Florida and LSU.
LSU and Florida both have crucial injury updates at the line of scrimmage. LSU starting center Braylon Moore is expected to start after missing the majority of last week's game with an ankle injury. Their head coach Brian Kelly admitted to us, "We are a different offense when Moore is on the field. He calms and elevates everyone around him." For the Gators, their defensive lineman Caleb Banks expected to make his season debut after missing the first 2 games of the season with a lower leg injury. Another one of their defensive linemen, Tyreek Sabb, told me that Banks brings an explosive force and said they plan to harass quarterback Garrett Nussmeier all night long. And he warned this is going to be a fist fight. Nussmeier better buckle up.
Molly, thank you so much. We take a look at help on the way, maybe. And Boog, there's a reason why you are so high on Caleb Banks. Why?
No doubt, because he's a disruptive force on the inside, and they haven't gotten much pressure so far through 2 weeks. They got to get pressure on Garrett Nussmeier. LSU's going to throw the football. Braylon Moore played against Clemson. They played well. He missed all but 1 play against Louisiana Tech. The offense played bad.
Billy Napier needs a win tonight. They beat LSU last year to go 5-5 and turn the entire season around for him in November. As we get you ready for that game Saturday night, prime time on ABC. Other games that stand out: A&M on the road at South Bend against Notre Dame. Boog.
Big game early in the season. If you're Marcus Freeman, can you start 0-2? I don't think so.
Run the ball to Jeremiah Love. Help your
or Jadarian Price, either one. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Or after this.
Hey, we back.
It's high noon, and the winter's clear. 7 out of 10 cats prefer Blue Tastefuls chicken to Heinz chicken. And with Tastefuls' delicious natural ingredients, it's easy to see why. Blue Tastefuls, a taste cats love made with natural ingredients.
When you realize that you've chosen too many Italian ingredients to put on a sandwich, name it something like loaded. So people think you did it on purpose. Arby's, we have the meats.
How do we choose?
I know. Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
Tough combo. I see some serums which hydrate without being too heavy.
What do the Korean locals use?
Essence is like a light serum that's popular here.
Which one?
Now this is legit.
The feeling of a new, sweet, and smoky McDonald's sauce. Pairing perfectly with your snack wrap. It's like striking chicken gold. Special edition, gold snack wrap.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
Do you enjoy college sports? The athletes, the excitement, the competition? Protect it. Don't lose the excitement of national competition. Don't jeopardize women's sports and Olympic sports. Make sure your favorite athletes continue to enjoy the many important benefits provided to them, and ensure that we preserve and standardize name, image, and likeness rights. Tell Congress to pass the SCORE Act at passthescoreact.com.
This halftime report is presented by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Monday Night Football, we got a doubleheader. Baker and the Bucs taking on CJ and the Texans in the nightcap. Oh, cannot wait. Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh reunited on the other sidelines. Raiders, Chargers, 10 p.m. Eastern time.
There'll be some khakis in that game.
Yeah, there will be. Maybe some milk, too, on the sidelines. Hey, look at the numbers. It's pretty close here. We've had, how about 9 plays of 15 yards or more from the offenses. We wanted explosive plays. When you look at this, which defense can make the stop, Boog?
Kev, I think if the crowd stays in the game, I think the Tennessee defense can make a stop the way they did at the end of the first half. 500 combined yards of offense. We wanted big plays. We got big plays. The key turnover or the key defensive stop, the crowd plays a factor. I think Tennessee gets it done.
Okay, right now, Georgia will have the ball to start the second half. Gunnar Stockton and the Dogs on O. Enjoy it.
Hey, my treat today. I don't think they'll take that here.
Of course they take Discover.
You're stuck in the past.
Unlike me.
You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Totally.
Me gusta la comida buena. Es que el sabor me desespera. Con ganas me la como entera. Me gusta la comida buena.
Welcome back. Guys, this year's gonna be. You know, guys, I still think it's gonna be a great year.
I like the way you do that right there. Right there.
Coach here. Nobody has more sports content than the all-new ESPN app. Nobody. The NBA, WNBA, NHL, NWSL, the U.S. Open, the NFL, college football playoff, all of ESPN, all in one place.
There was a time when the Blue Ridge Mountains burst into color, when falling leaves glowed crimson and gold, and the cool breeze reminded us to slow down and take it all in. There was a time when nature's beauty was the main event, paired with the beauty that grew within every connection and golden memory shared together. It was a vibrant time. It was fall, this fall, at Biltmore. Plan your visit or overnight stay today.
With more than 2 million scholarships and grants awarded and nearly $8 billion raised for education, it's hard to find anyone across the state who hasn't benefited from the Tennessee Lottery. Now that's some game-changing, life-changing fun.
This river wasn't dammed in a day, and GMC trucks weren't built overnight. Like every American achievement, they are a result of dedication. Over 100 years dedicated to the art of engineering and the ambition to always move this country forward. Get 0% APR plus 3,100 total value on this Sierra 1500 model. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional 3,500 purchase allowance.
TN Nation, tonight after the late news, only on News 2.
Back on Rocky Top, set for the second half. You're watching the SEC on ABC, presented by Burger King. Chris, Kirk, and Holly back with you. The trend is strong, familiar in this series. Tennessee starts quickly, but Georgia perseveres. And you don't knock the Dogs out of the early rounds. You got to withstand their pushback. And we'll see if Tennessee can. Georgia gets football to begin the third quarter. Is this the year that's different for Tennessee?
Well, if it's going to be because Josh Heupel goes back and says, guys, we've learned about this series. We know how it's gone. We're going to get back to being that tempo team, that aggressive attacking team we were in those first 3 series when they were able to put up 21 points in the first quarter.
Here's the coverage where it counts, presented by T-Mobile 5G Home Internet. The Dogs' last drive of the half.
Yeah, right towards the end of the half, they had a chance to potentially tie this up. Nice run on 1st and goal, but then the Vols did their job. Caleb Herring coming off the edge there, coming up with a nice sack, and then they flushed the athletic Gunnar Stockton out of the pocket and eventually chase him down with Jalen McMurray making that play to force the field goal, and that's how we got to 21-17.
Stockton 12 of 17, 178 in the first half. Cold start, got hot. A reverse of that for his counterpart Aguilar. Had a rough second quarter. White Phillips Jr. to the left of Stockton. He's got the football and he accelerates. Knocked down across the middle, but he picked up 8. Thielander on the tackle.
A nice job pulling around. What a block by Micah Morris to open that hole up. Really good execution up front overall. Bobo did his job to center to create some leverage, and then the left guard pulled around Micah Morris and just opened that up. Positive yards on 1st and 10.
Another part of that script, not just stopping Heupel's offense, but Georgia imposing its will physically in the second half of these games with the running game. They'll pound it again with Frazier, and that's quickly picking up 17 yards in 2 plays.
Yeah, this is, we keep kind of saying that this looks similar to what we've seen in the past, and this is part of it. You know, you've got to be able to stand up to the physicality of what Georgia is going to bring to the table. You know, it's one thing to have the up-tempo offense and the ability to score in a hurry. It's another thing to stand in the middle of the ring when Georgia wants to get physical. Can you stand there and endure that?
Dylan Bell on the end around, ran into a wall there, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage by Joshua Josephs. Hollywood at Kirby Smart tell you at halftime.
Well, I asked him about what defensive adjustments they made, and he said, we really didn't make many adjustments. We just executed better. He said, we're trying to keep the ball in front of us better. We've done a nice job stopping the big plays that we were giving up. Remember, he showed them a horror film to warn them about what Tennessee does against Georgia in that opening quarter, and the players have finally started to take note of that.
Georgia doesn't get rattled easily. Stockton from the pocket flips it to Chauncey Bowens, and he's going to be knocked down by McMurray after about a 7-yard pickup.
Sitting back there, forced Gunnar Stockton to check it down. They get him to 3rd down here, and now it's a matter of trying to be able to pressure Gunnar Stockton, keep him in the pocket on 3rd down, make him play quarterback from the pocket.
Dogs 3 of 6 in the first half and 3rd down. Cass Jones goes in motion. Stockton running all the way. They don't spy him. Stockton found a crease. More than enough for the first down inside the Tennessee 40. Got 13.
Tennessee looked confused to me, and it took them a late adjustment to get the secondary lined up right. You can see the communication there. Now you got the motion, and by the time they start to try to get their eyes right, they're a man short on the play side, and Georgia calls the right play at the right time to take advantage of the confusion by Tennessee. They look a little confused once again.
Good job, Kirk, getting up to the second level. Carter was the key guy, and they blocked him beautifully that time. Frazier follows his blockers around the edge, and Frazier knocked out of bounds after another chunk play. Turrentine made this up. Dogs rolling right now.
Yeah, this is a drive where you're sending a message. You know, this is a methodical drive. This is not a, hey, let's make a one-on-one play downfield. This is Georgia football. This is who Kirby Smart, Mike Bobo, this is what they pride themselves on being. This is their identity to open up this second half. And Tennessee's got to match that physicality.
Frazier, they matched it that time. They were all over the running back, and Caleb Herring had a good ball game, spun him down. So it's another one of those 3rd down and mediums now.
Yeah, and Caleb Herring is having a football game. You know, they've had to rely on some depth. It's a poor job there by the tight ends pulling around there. Lucky, who's been typically pretty rock solid, he and Delp. That time they just, it was a whiff, made it pretty easy. But Murray, or Caleb Herring rather, is really having a game off the edge. 31 in orange.
Ball's trying to communicate, look more organized for this 3rd down play. Bowen right up the middle. They got him. Easy pickup inside the red zone.
Well, they gave him a little bit of their own medicine. They spread them sideline to sideline. And look how light they are in the box there. Not enough bodies. And that play just opened up in a hurry. Linebacker got downhill. Drew Bobo picked him up, 74, and look at that. Hey, Chris and I could run through that hole. That thing opened up.
Better idea for Bowens to do it, but...
Yeah, see Heupel's feeling it. He's trying to get the crowd going here.
Ninth play. This powerful drive. It's Phillips who takes a turn. And he turns the corner, picks up 4 or 5.
Like I said just a moment ago, this is what Georgia really prides himself on, is their ability to take a game over and kind of steal your will. That's 9 plays here to start the second half, 8 of them on the ground running the football.
Now they're down in the red zone, trying to take their first lead of this game. Frazier, deep set. Stockton under center, flips it to him. Frazier, no blocker out there. Gets enough space to get down inside the 10 before Turrentine made the tackle.
I love the jet motion. Got all the eyes, all the energies going to the offense's left, and then you flip it to Frazier with that speed going the other way.
Some tempo in 3rd and 1. Frazier again. It's going to be 1st and goal. Dogs at the 5. Impressive job by this offensive line.
It is. That's 10 of 11 now that they've run the football. Keep in mind, Ernest Green, their starting right tackle, is not in the game. They got Michael Weenie in at right tackle. They got a true freshman, Donnie Glover, in 63 at right guard. So really testing their own depth on this offensive line as they can take control of this football game up front.
O-line joined by 3 tight ends in the ball game for this 1st and goal play. McCray's the back. He's got it. Powers forward for a couple. Arian Carter got him there, about the 3.
Yeah, much better job up front, just holding their point, and it freed up Talander and Carter, the linebackers, at that second level to be able to get downhill. But you can see, look at Tennessee, they're huffing and puffing. I mean, not only are they physically tired, this is one of those drives that tests you mentally, the psychology of this football game.
Great point. 13th play of it right here. McCray trying to go low. His dive stopped just short of the goal line. 3rd down coming up. Dogs playing with some tempo here.
They're going to go fast. On that same look, trips into the boundary, probably run right.
McCray, muscles, no signal, touchdown, Georgia. Powerful statement drive right down the field, almost 8 minutes off the clock, and they take the lead for the first time.
That's 13 of 14 plays on the ground behind that offensive line, mixing in different backs. Frazier, Bowens, saw Cash Jones here. What a good, tough run. Good job of that offensive line. They kept churning, and eventually McCray is able to get in there for the touchdown.
So 17 unanswered since Tennessee had a 14-point lead in the first quarter. Place has gone quiet because they've seen this movie before. They know their team is going to have to respond strongly right now. Georgia right down the field. The mean machine in the red and black is in front 24-21.
For type 2 diabetes, once weekly Mounjaro could help. 3 out of 4 people reached an A1C of less than 7%. And people lost up to 25 pounds.
Don't take Mounjaro if you're allergic to it, or if you or someone in your family had medullary thyroid cancer or multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2. Stop and call your doctor right away if you have an allergic reaction, a lump or swelling in your neck, severe stomach pain, or vision changes. Serious side effects may include inflamed pancreas and gallbladder problems. Taking Mounjaro with the sulfonylurea or insulin may cause low blood sugar. Tell your doctor if you're nursing, pregnant, plan to be, or taking birth control pills, and before scheduled procedures with anesthesia. Side effects include nausea, diarrhea, and vomiting, which can cause dehydration and may cause kidney problems.
I can do diabetes differently with Mounjaro.
Pay as little as $25 per month. Ask your doctor about Mounjaro.
$7 for coffee? Nah. How about Sonic's salted caramel toffee iced coffee with cold foam for only $2.99? It's the fancy without the pricey.
You want to live free? This baby hits 88 miles per hour. You're gonna see some serious...
When I was close to defeat, I rose to my feet. Taking my time to perfect the beat, and I still got
He's coming alive. 1, 2, 3 step, tip your hat, tip it back, show what them boots are for. Cross over heel toe, gold buckle, dose of dough, touchdown, go for the sky. When he hits that all 6 string, he's just like the first string.
Football's back. Grab your jeans, boot up, and dance. Eric.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars, Tuesday on ABC.
National Championship Trophy presented by Dr. Pepper down there at the Volunteer Landing. A lot of folks walk to the game here. You can take your boat, drive if you have to. And in Miami, January 19th, that trophy will be awarded. Can't wait to see what unfolds between now and then.
Love this setting.
Beautiful. Like a day game here, too. I mean, nights are electric, but it's just nice to be here one day, and the sun is shining. Seems like a long time ago that Tennessee was scoring at will, and Joey Aguilar couldn't miss. Rough second quarter. Can he get back to the way he played in the first? Take a break.
If I'm not human, what am I?
They're beautiful. This ship collected specimens. 5 new life forms from distant planets. Monsters.
We don't lock them down, it will be too late. What I've uncovered is insane. Pain is only temporary. Until it ain't.
What is going on with your muffler? That's the working man's national anthem, boy. Sound of freedom. It's on fire.
I am going to show you how to follow your dreams.
This is a You Pick 2 meal. 1/2 Green Goddess Chicken Cobb, 1/2 Chicken Bacon Rancher. This pair is straight up delicious. Whatever you're feeling, pick your You Pick 2. It just meals good at Panera.
Yes, I'm on Roe. They say GLP-1s for weight loss is a shortcut. It's not. It's science. After kids, it's the medicine my body needed. GLP-1s helped me lose 31 pounds. One app to hit my goals. This is healthcare. This is Roe. I'm Serena Williams, and I'm a real Roe member.
So 20 years until retirement.
At this rate, it's probably going to be more like 40.
Okay, no, way too long. Let's see how much you're spending. Download an app called Rocket Money.
Oh, wow. I've got 3 DoorDash accounts. I totally forgot to cancel those.
You know you can cancel those right in the app? Rocket Money has a clear dashboard that shows you all your income and expenses, helping you stay in control of your goals.
It also shows you a list of all your subscriptions and how much you're paying all in one place. Is this the best budgeting app?
Yes, and it's called Rocket Money.
When I work with my clients and they ask me questions, hey, what do you recommend? You know, do I go with wood? Do I go with TimberTech? It's always a no-brainer for me. I'm always telling them to go with TimberTech, and they're always asking me, well, why TimberTech? There's 10 different options out there. And the answer is just grab some samples. I mean, there's just so many different color options, different textures. It's easy to work with, fire resistant, and the maintenance, you can't argue that. You want low maintenance, go with TimberTech. It really changed the game for me. What can I tell you? It's a great product.
The Triple Dipper, only at Chili's, lets you build your perfect basket of 3 Chili's favorites, like the world-famous fried mozzarella you just gotta pull. Or go for Chili's legendary sweet and spicy honey chipotle crispers. Or why not pick the classic Big Mouth Bites drizzled in ranch? And of course, there's plenty of your favorite chili sauces to dip and dip and dip. Now that is one seriously good cheese pull. The Chili's Triple Dipper. Taste what all the hype's about.
Thought they were out of style, huh? Well, check their new game day fit. Oh, snap! DirecTV got hot.
That's right. DirecTV is flexing with all those pro and college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable, son. It's Couture.
Thank you. I got this. Catching your favorite teams is easy. Whether it's on live TV or streaming, your games are front and center.
We're talking Taylor fit. DirecTV ain't playing.
They're playing football?
Well, yeah, obviously they're playing football, but they knew what I was talking about.
The ultimate pro and college football experience.
A Monday Night Football doubleheader. Bucks Texans at 7 and Chargers Raiders at 10.
Athletic trivia question in this Tennessee-Georgia series. What starting quarterback has the best one-loss over the last 30 years? Okay, Peyton's here today.
What was his record? What did you say, 3-0?
He played as a young guy. I don't know if he started, but he came off the bench. Kirby Smart intercepted him in one game.
And Philip Fulton.
I think it's a guy who you can't have lost in this series to have that record.
How about Heath Schuler? Is he in the mix?
I'm going to say on the Georgia side, Aaron Murray. He played as a freshman. I don't know if he lost to him, but he didn't. He played a bunch. He played young, and they won most of them.
Yeah, I like Aaron Murray.
Georgia's got their best starting field position here. Guess what? Right back to the ground.
Right. What a shock after that last drive where they ran it. I think it was 12 or 13 times.
Yeah, now for the quarter, Kirk. 14 of the first 15 plays.
And they have taken Neyland Stadium's crowd out of this football game.
Up to Tennessee's defense to do something about it, frankly. Can they get a stop? Bowens. That last drive, they unleashed Bowens, who is 225. And then they bring in Josh McCray, the Illinois transfer. He goes 240. Yeah, they just hammered away.
Hammered away. Balls got him to a third down here. See if they dial up pressure or sit back. You got to come after Gunnar Stockton. Again, he's capable always on third down with those legs.
Jones often a target out of the backfield on third down to his left. Bell motions over. Stockton rolls that way and finds far side incomplete. So they got him to third and long and forced an incompletion. Colton Hood in coverage, desperately needed by Tennessee. A 3-and-out.
Yeah, and then they do a good job of getting into his face by getting upfield right here, just enough to maybe affect him a bit. Actually, he got so far upfield, maybe didn't really affect his vision, just missed on that throw to Branch.
So Thorson to boot it. Who Carter muffed one earlier, but able to recover it. Thorson certainly capable of hitting Tennessee back. Powerful leg the Aussie has. This effortless swing of that leg. This one is not that deep. Carter comes up and makes the fair catch at the 16-yard line. So here's the athletic trivia question.
Final answer, we're going to go Aaron Murray.
I think so. I don't know if he... 4-0. I didn't know he went 4-0, but I knew he was successful.
Knew he was out there early.
He played early. That's pretty sweet. You leave Georgia with 4 wins in this series. Oh, that was incredibly costly. That would have been a win. They fumbled the ball in the end zone, kicked the overtime game-winning field goal. Right, defense did what they needed. Now can the Tennessee offense get going here? In the flat, catch made by Staley. They can't tackle him. He slips loose, gets out near the marker at the 26.
C.J. Allen waited to the last possible second to blitz, and when he did, he came in there, blew up Star Thomas, but a good job of getting that ball out quickly.
What happens when you get a first down? You can play with some tempo. That time Thomas knocked down after a short gain. So what gave Georgia so much trouble?
Yeah, we haven't seen it really since the first quarter where they put those 3 touchdowns up.
Aguilar across the middle, inaccurate. Tried to find Staley that time. KJ Bolden was in close coverage.
You know, in the first quarter, not only did he have time, he got his feet under, threw the football with such accuracy. That time he had plenty of time that they protected him. He just put that ball too far out in front.
So 3rd and 7 to keep the drive going. Just once have they converted on 3rd today. Intercepted. Threw it right to KJ Bolden. And Georgia with a takeaway and plus territory as Aguilar's struggles since the first quarter continue.
Yeah, Staley goes down here. He's kind of stacked. A little bit of a delayed route to let the other receiver to his left. And Bolden bounces back after that touchdown that he allowed. Nice play. Here he is right here. Watch how he just kind of gets behind the tight end, but when he gets to the top of the route, he loses his footing. And Aguilar, by anticipating, he gets that ball out, expecting he's going to work across the middle. Instead, looks like he puts it right into the hands of Bolden, but Staley loses his footing. Dogs get a big turnover plus territory and a big opportunity here, up 3.
So it's the Savage pads briefly on Bolden. He's got him off now. 2nd pick for Aguilar, and Georgia, great opportunity to build on this 3-point lead. Another gut check for the Tennessee defense. Did a good job. Got to the 3rd down play. Broke it up. Gets the punt. A quick turnover right back on the field in their end.
Yeah, gut check's a good way of saying it, because like we talked about, when you give up a drive that goes 13 plays and 12 of them on the ground, you can see hands on hips. Not a lot of energy right now in those orange jerseys. And then to get a turnover like that, like you say, you got to step up right here if you're this Vols defense again.
Well, they create some traffic on that side, another short gain. So quickly they've gotten it to 3rd and long. Dominic Bailey made the play that time.
Much better job there. They set the edge. Defensive line won their battle, got a good push, nowhere to run that time at all for Frazier.
Working hard to bring the crowd back into it on this play. Georgia's in fringe field goal range right now.
Here comes the blitz right here. See the communication.
Pitch to the far side. Branch not going to get there. Knocked down at the 30. Colton Hood made the play. And here comes the field goal team.
And they walked Boo Carter up off the slot. Brought him, but then dropped the linebacker, Edwin Spillman. And I think Gunnar Stockton saw that blitz, and he thought, hey, if I get the ball out there quickly, that's man-to-man. But instead, they're able to drop, get off blocks, and kept him short of the first down. Good play.
Woodring twice as semifinalist for the Groza Award. Chip shot earlier. This from 48 to make it a 6-point lead. And drives it right through. That's a win, though, for the Tennessee defense. You turn it over in your end and force a 3-and field goal. 27-21 as the Dogs make it 20 unanswered inside of 2 minutes in the 3rd quarter. All-State bus motoring down here to Rocky Top. Kirk, what's your All-State good hands play from today?
What a game. Went back and forth. Clemson didn't play their best, but had a chance late. Instead, it's Georgia Tech and Brent Key. 55-yarder, a walk-off with the clock running down. Aiden Burr makes it, and look at the reaction in Atlanta. Georgia Tech, you knew coming in that they could be a surprise team in the ACC. They live up to that with a big upset of the Clemson Tigers. Clemson loses to LSU at home, and now on the road to Georgia Tech in conference play.
1-2 for the first time in 11 years. Just the one conference loss, though, so certainly not out of it in ACC play. A long way to go there, but alarm bells ringing down there at the get that one.
Offense just not able to play consistently, and that's cost him a couple times now.
All right, take me inside ahead of Joey Aguilar, and Josh Heupel, believes in this guy, trusts in his accuracy, but it's kind of come unraveled in the first quarter.
Yeah, and look at the history. We've been talking about this really all day. All four matchups for Heupel as a coach against Kirby Smart get off to a good start. First 4 years, even today, 21-7, and we see what the end result has been. They're turning to Aguilar, hoping that this can be different, but it's been trending and sliding in this direction since the middle of the second quarter. Can they make a play to flip the script?
First down run off the left side. Lewis picks up. It's a good chunk. It's enough of a game they can play with some tempo here.
Sure.
Got it again. Nowhere to run. That time he just got swallowed up by big Christian Miller, the nose tackle.
Yeah, he's one of the top interior defensive linemen in college football. Does such a good job. 6'4", 310.
Loves the dirty work, too.
Yeah.
He can play other positions, athletic enough not to play nose tackle.
Yeah.
But he doesn't mind playing it, and he plays it well.
He does. That time he split a double team, so he's got power, but also quickness in there to make plays like he just did there on second down.
Need 4. From the pocket, sideline pitch, catch made by Staley. Found some space in the zone there. First down across the 40.
Now they'll go fast. Georgia not reacting to that motion. Staley coming from the right all the way over to the left. Easy throw that time for the first down.
Lewis again. Decent first down chunk, about 4.
Getting back to the running game. That's 53 yards now on the ground. This is an offense last year with Dylan Sampson, an average 232 on the ground. Today only 52 against Georgia.
Play action. Downfield launch. Jump ball. Caught! Touchdown, Brazel! Wow! An offense that had been smothered. Starving for a big play, gets one as Aguilar throws a beautiful ball, and Brazel wins the one-on-one battle there against Daniel Harris.
Yeah, he's done that a couple times. He beat Ellis Robinson earlier. This time it's Harris, who to me looked like he was in position. He just mistimes his jump.
Final seconds of the third quarter, Tennessee suddenly reclaims the lead.
And Chris, anytime you see a center field safety, you know you have one-on-one opportunity to the outside. You put it up in the air, you trust your 6'5" receiver, but right there, Harris is in position. He just didn't go up and time that well. Good job of really being in phase. He goes up with the right hand, but remember, Brazel is one of the best in the SEC at these one-on-one jump balls. What a great job of showing the ball skills there, and the Vols needed a play, and they get it.
You're a hockey guy. That's a natural hat trick. The last 3 receptions have all been for touchdowns. 2 of them from long distance. Wow. He does throw the deep ball well, and they just could get the drive going. A couple of runs, Kirk, just to get the tempo cranked up, and once they did, they got the matchup they exploited.
It's the first time we've heard the crowd get back into the game since going way back to probably early part of the second quarter. And just in time as we get ready to go into the fourth quarter.
We've been talking about flipping the script. Who's going to do it? Can Tennessee finally change the narrative? Well, a long way to go. And the fourth quarter, again, is going to decide this game. But the Volunteers have some momentum back.
And how about the big plays that you talked about? You know, that's something we didn't see much of last year. Aguilar in passes over 20 yards. He's 3 of 4 for 149 yards with 2 touchdowns. So they've been able to have just enough of that running game, but really when they've needed a play, it's been Aguilar downfield to these receivers, especially Brazel, 17.
They were beginning to pressure him. He wasn't seeing it clearly through the interception. Things just not clicking at all. When in doubt, get a little protection and then chuck it downfield and win a one-on-one. And all of a sudden, crowd make it get a little tougher on this Georgia offense. Likely to be the final play of the third quarter. Stockton fires. Catch made by Lawson Lucky. And the tight end out across the 40 for a first down. Picked up 16. On a hot day in Knoxville, it's going to be decided with stamina, guts in the fourth quarter. Back after this message and a word from your local ABC stations for the final quarter here on Rocky Top.
Hey, sorry I'm late. I was getting the cake.
This Adam is on WhatsApp.
Everyone here?
Yep. Everyone on the WhatsApp group got the event invite and the location change.
Great.
This Adam is not.
Is everybody here? No one showed up. Well, I texted the group. We moved it to your place.
But with all the RSVP texts, no one noticed the location change. This party was a huge. While this one was just a tiny.
Surprise! Surprise!
Sorry, Larry.
There's no one hired. Oh.
People with blood cancer want more time to do the things they love. That means more time to be movie buffs and jazz collectors. We are Blood Cancer United. We do the most for more people with blood cancer so they can do more of whatever they want. Join us and learn more today.
Even when U.S. soccer star Mallory Swanson isn't on the field, she always makes the perfect play. With the Bank of America customized cash rewards Visa card, she'll earn 6% cash back in the category of her choice, like online shopping, for the first year from account opening.
Nobody likes a cracked windshield.
What was that?
No. But you can go to SafeLight.com and get it fixed now and pay later.
Awesome.
SafeLight can come to you for free. Don't wait. Get it fixed now and pay later at SafeLight.com.
SafeLight repair, SafeLight replace.
You could buy on your own. You could get a lender, get showings, get through all the paperwork, get an inspector, get into negotiations, get a stress rash, and finally get ready to close. Or you could get an agent who's a realtor with the expertise and ethical training to make home happen.
The Loaded Italian has classic flavors with an Arby's flair. It's more American Italian than Italian, just like the Pope. And people line up to see him. Arby's, we have the meats.
Lasagna?
Lasagna.
As in... lasagna?
60% of cats are overweight. Feed them Iams Healthy Weight.
I'm Morgan. I have 3 kids. I have an IQ of 160.
Is this what the inside of your head looks like?
Oh, buddy, not even close. I work with the cops.
You're a cop?
No, but they do sign my paychecks. We solve crimes together. This is where he attacked her. They trust me.
Continue to do me proud, just like you always do.
And I trust me.
You're waiting on me to leave so you can poke around without a warrant, aren't you?
Yeah.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change technicians train hard. As a proud sponsor of the Tennessee Volunteers, we gave this walk-off a shot, honing their speed, accuracy, and efficiency. To be a champion, you have to train like one.
Ready for oil, bay! 2.
Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Experts to a T.
Sports Extra presented by Shift 4, Sunday nights at 10:35.
Here with you, emotions running high before Florida LSU tonight. Yeah, just kind of exchanging pleasantries, just kind of seeing how your summer's been and making sure everybody's okay. Florida upset number 22 LSU last year, and right now the Tigers number 3 in the land hosting the Gators. That is primetime on ABC, Chris.
It's salty in the Bayou, nothing unusual. Fourth quarter. Dogs with a first down. Total yards are dead even right now. 3:56 apiece with a quarter to go. Off the left side, Phillips breaks free and spins for a first down inside the Tennessee 45.
Great way to start here. Let's go back to that touchdown. There's some people that are curious. You know, was that a push-off? Bill, what do you see here?
No question he's got hand contact. But for that hand contact, he's not causing a separation. He's not pushing off. I just have it touching, no foul.
So you could put your hand on him. Anytime I think fans see a hand on a shoulder, they assume that that's potentially offensive PI, but he didn't separate and push.
That's correct.
Okay. Got an injury here.
It's Dwight Phillips who carried the ball. Looks like he's finally going to trot off. Good to have depth at the running back position. Of course, just beginning the SEC grind, and Georgia's got a stable of them. Seen Tennessee rotate guys in too.
So a throw to Dylan Bell to get the drive started at the end of the third quarter. Then a big run there by Phillips.
And now Frazier steps out of a tackle. Farouk couldn't get him down. Picked up about 5.
Good effort to hold on to that football. Joshua Josephs from behind ripped at the football, but Frazier with the strength held on to it.
With tempo, Stockton from the pocket. Launches downfield. Catch is made. London Humphreys. First and goal as Stockton dropped a dime.
Well, London Humphreys does a good job of selling this like he's just in a stalk block. Like they're going to throw another quick screen, and instead he sells it and then goes down that right sideline on a rail route. Nice job of finding it, good timing, and a good throw out in front of the receiver.
They've been looking for downfield shots, got the touchdown early. 31-yard gain as Josephs is being looked at by the athletic training staff. Georgia's going to be set up first and goal, trying to quickly reclaim momentum and the lead here.
What a good job for Mike Bobo, the play caller, to wait to the fourth quarter to use that play. They threw so many of those quick throws to their receivers out on the perimeter, especially to Branch. And this time they show that and then slip Humphreys down that right sideline.
His first catch today. We'll take a break.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on. We gonna let them know.
This week, an AFC East rivalry ignites as the Miami Dolphins battle the Buffalo Bills in a heated division showdown.
There he goes again. Can you believe this? Breaking tackles through the middle. James Cook.
Stream Thursday Night Football. Dolphins, Bills at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Come on, guys. Eat your food. Let's go. I want to taste your banana pudding. You taste my banana pudding. It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry?
Georgia set up first and goal. Bowens is the back. Branch comes in motion, now reverses. Run all the way. Stockton flipped down at the 3 by Farouk.
One thing about Gunnar Stockton, he is not shy when it comes to running the football. You almost anticipate there's a good chance there's going to be some movement. That time they move Branch, who's so lethal out of the backfield or moving from right to left, and that jet motion just affect the eyes and then get downhill with the quarterback running the football.
Already one touchdown running in the red zone for Stockton. Second and goal. Bowens wrapped up behind the line by Caleb Herring, has been a problem today.
Yeah, I think some of it is miscommunication at times by the right tackle because they been making it pretty easy for Herring. I mean, he's a great player. He's got great length, 6'5", 245, but a lot of his plays, it's been that right tackle getting down. He's coming down, and 31 says, no problem. I'll get into that backfield.
3rd and goal. Jones the back now. Play clock at 5. Stockton straight back, scans the end zone, makes a throw, no chance. Pressure came from Herring that time. Young was the closest receiver, but here comes the field goal team.
Yeah, Michael Weenie, who's playing in this game out there at right tackle, he really has his hands full trying to deal with the length and the speed of what Herring can do. That time, Stockton just not quite enough time to be able to put that football where his receiver makes a play and scores a touchdown because of that pressure.
So Woodring tries to go 3 for 3. And Georgia does reclaim the lead. 8-play drive and 69 yards. Back and forth we go on Rocky Top. Tennessee's turn next.
Come on, guys, eat your food. Let's go. I want to taste your banana pudding. You taste my banana pudding. It's on. It's on.
I was going to say, will you marry me?
Save 2 times more for all of life's moments. With the bank that's your ally.
Drop whatever you're doing right now. The Wendy's $8 JBC meal deal is here. That's 2 junior bacon cheeseburgers, medium fries, and a medium drink. So you better be on your way. Bacon waits for no one. The #1 deal for the #1 bacon cheeseburger, gotta be Wendy's.
Oh goodness. All the best value for all your folks every day, all starting at $7.99. Only at Cracker Barrel.
T-Mobile is the best place to get the new iPhone 17 Pro. Hold on. Is this big enough? We should have music, lights, banners. I mean, you gotta feel it. Get the most powerful iPhone ever on the best network. I sure dance.
Get fired up. At T-Mobile, get the all-new iPhone 17 Pro on us. Pre-order now on the best network.
I got rhythm. I got rhythm.
No more coffee for Zoe.
We form a bond stronger than blood. Because ours is a family that is forged in fire.
I live safe, kid.
Herschel Walker, he's running over people. Caught by Tennessee. Tennessee wins.
We just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot and broke their nose. We know it's moving the game.
Yeah, legacy of legendary heroes on both sides. Incredible, frantic finishes. Maybe building toward another one here. 3 lead changes now since halftime. Georgia back on top by 2. You're watching the SEC on ABC. SEC all day, presented by IHG Hotels and Resorts. 4th quarter toughness and conditioning, mental and physical toughness. That's what Smart believes these games are about. Heupel knows that his team must try to match those qualities. Great response with that big play to take the lead, but it didn't last long. As Georgia, in less than 3 minutes, went down. They kicked the field goal. And we'll see if Aguilar's confidence and performance level has a big boost off of Brazel's touchdown. It's a fair catch. Holly.
Well, he's had quite a remarkable journey. Joey Aguilar, 0 offers out of high school to get a Division I scholarship. So he ended up going to San Francisco Community College, but it was a 90-minute train ride from his home in Antioch. It would take him through a lot of different places, ending in San Francisco. He said, I feel like my career has been a little bit like those 90-minute train rides. I saw a lot along the way. I learned a lot. And look at this map. This was a commitment this young man had to make. One way, 90 minutes every day. And he said it has all been worth it to be able to play in this moment and lead this team on this drive right now.
Great perspective. Confusion on the first play. Turned a different way than the running back did and picks up about half a yard.
Well, at least he was able to come off of that and not lose yardage. But yeah, he turned the wrong way, away from the back.
Aguilar slings it, and the catch is made. Reaching out, those good hands as Brazel is having one of the better days that Tennessee's receiver had in recent years.
And Chris, he's gone downfield a lot. This time excels downfield and works his way back to separate from Dylan Everett. Great route, good timing that time by Aguilar.
6th catch, 177 total yards. Off the left side. Off and running. Star Thomas. That's the first really explosive running play they've had. Good blocking on the right side, 27 yards.
Yeah, the right side pulling around, right guard, right tackle on a counter play. Got up to the second level, opened that up, and how about the acceleration there by Thomas?
Aguilar looking to throw downfield, man, wide open. Caught for a touchdown by Staley. Full-blown shootout now, Kirk. Ball's back on top.
The first quarter and the fourth quarter feel very similar as far as the big playability from both these offenses, especially the Vols here. They've come alive. What a route. Well designed. Staley showing patience. Kind of a shallow crosser and then goes upfield. Completely fools Georgia.
He's thrown it deep 4 times today. 5 times, 4 completions.
Yeah, anytime a receiver runs his route underneath, you just think it's a shallow cross. Working away underneath, he's just going to stop. Nope, he goes upfield. Heck of a job by Aguilar, giving him the time to be able to sell it and then get upfield, put it up in the air. No Georgia defender anywhere around, and the Vols go back up by 5.
At Burger King, we don't listen to celebrities. We listen to you. Your next creation is here. The Crispy Onion Whopper. It's got the crisp, the crunch, the bacon, and it's imagined by you. Try the latest in the Whopper by You series today.
Hey, my treat today. I don't think they'll take that here. Of course they take Discover. You're stuck in the past. Unlike me. You look rad.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places nationwide.
Totally.
Reminder, bent finger appointment.
I don't want to wait or have surgery for my Dupuytren's contraction. I want a non-surgical treatment.
And if non-surgical treatment isn't offered?
I'll get a second opinion.
Take charge of your treatment. If you can't lay your hand flat, visit findahandspecialist.com to get started.
All right, team. USAA is open to
spouses and kids of military who joined, like me.
And grandchildren if their parents joined. Are you eligible, Coach Gronk?
It's complicated.
USAA. Become a member today.
Influencers aren't new.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years.
In 1941, Jeep wrote the book on four-wheel drive.
Years later, the Jeep brand is still influencing. Some create trends. We create our own trail. Some send a smiling emoji. We smile for real.
Don't call it a comeback.
Jeep, there's only one.
During the Jeep Drive into Fall event, purchase and get $4,500 total bonus cash allowance on select 2025 Jeep Wrangler gas models and dealer stock. Hurry, this great offer ends September 30th.
This season on Fansville by Dr. Pepper.
Yes, college football is back.
Our lives finally have meaning again.
After a really long offseason.
Look, our QB's on the draft slide. Whoa!
Oh, he's going. To where? Not where he expected.
Everything will be questioned.
What is this place?
Don't they know it's Saturday?
Everything.
college football is changing.
The Dr. Pepper flavors, too.
It's all connected.
Fansville Season 8.
I don't think I've ever seen someone slide so far.
College football, it's a Pepper thing.
So, to recap all the AI we're adding, it's supposed to streamline our workflows.
That's the idea.
But adding the AI that makes everyone else's job easier to manage gives us more to manage.
That's the reality.
Well, that's not very streamlined.
That's the irony.
Any business can use AI. IBM helps you use AI to change how you do business. Let's create small to business. IBM.
SEC on ABC College Football is presented by Burger King. You rule.
Back to the SEC on ABC, presented by Burger King. Candace Parker, great job in game day as guest picker. Great job hyping the crowd throughout the afternoon here.
She's had a lot of fun. She is all about, not just the Vols, she's all about college football. She's a big fan.
But especially Vols college football.
Oh, of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, Rocky Top is rocking again. After another touchdown pass from Aguilar, his fourth, to go along with the 2 interceptions.
If you're just tuning in, this has been a game of answers by Georgia. They've had to work themselves back early in this game, down 7-0 after about 6 plays. They went right back down in 5 plays and tied it up. They were down 21-7. They had to fight back. This gave them a 24-21 lead. Just took the lead 30-28. Now they're down 35-30. So every single time they've been challenged, they've come up with answers, being asked to do it again here in the 4th quarter.
That's true, but what's been decisive in the scoreboard so far is some red zone trips ending with field goals. Tennessee able to get the stop and force the 3.
Yeah, that's probably obviously the difference in the game at this point.
3 field goals kicked by the Dogs. Back to Bowen to the first down run, and Tennessee now with a burst of energy on defense. Boo Carter came up to make the stop. It's a loss.
The right side of this offensive line is having a tough time. This time it's a tight end, Delp. There's Boo Carter, 23, coming in as well. So good job of setting the edge. Good job, Boo Carter, keeping his eyes in that backfield, helping out in run support.
He's a returner, electric one, good in coverage, tough enough in run support. 2nd and 12, Stockton runs out of the pocket and is going to be knocked down after a short gain by Carter again. It's going to be 3rd down. That's the boo for the player.
And he is active here these first couple plays. Stockton had to get out of there prematurely before really, again, the pressure on that right side. He had to step up underneath it. Right now, the right side of this offensive line is the biggest concern in pass pro. Again,
pressure right in his face. You're right. The ball gets out, though. Catch made by Young for a first down. Stockton standing and delivering.
Yeah, Weenie on that right side, a true freshman. Donnie Glover really getting tested. How about the job of Gunnar Stockton to sit in there? He knew that they're having a hard time, sat in there and made the throw.
Looking to throw again on first down. That time, pressure off the right's going to blow up the play. They grabbed him by the arm. Bailey, the flag is out. Jordan Ross with the pressure, too. Let's see what the marker's about.
We've seen Herring on that up at the top. Now we're seeing Ross. Weenie, who's a guard, who's out there trying to play tackle for Ernest Green, is just having a tough time. I'm surprised Georgia's not chipping, sliding, doing something to be able to try to help the right side of this offensive line.
Decline the hold and take the sack.
With these injuries, you've got a true freshman in Glover at right guard, 63, and with Ernest Green, the veteran, 71, out. You got Weenie in 52, so trying to do it in this environment against this defense, pretty tough.
Deafening now on 2nd and 14. Again, no help on that right side, tight end to the left. It's a run to the left by Frazier, and he's swarmed. This Tennessee defense is bringing the energy now.
They're doing a good job here, man. They're able to set the edge. And when you can set an edge to a defense, when it comes to the run game, it gets those inside linebackers getting downhill. That was Edwin Spillman. This crowd's starting to believe this year could be different than the previous 4 against these Bulldogs. Big play here on 3rd and 14.
Stockton, hit, ball is loose, still rolling around. Tennessee's got it. Bryson Eason makes the recovery. Joshua Josephs knocked it loose.
Well, we've talked so much about the right side of the offensive line. This time, it's the blind side. It's the other side with Monroe Freeling out on an edge against the best pass rusher, 19, Josephs. Good job with the hands, and it closes with the speed and the presence of mind to knock that ball away right there with the right hand away from Gunnar Stockton. What a play by the Vols defense.
James Pierce, who made a lot of plays like that, got him top draft pick status, had to enjoy watching that one. Yeah, that he mentored, makes an enormous play, and now Tennessee up 5 has the ball to Georgia 34.
That's 4 sacks now on the day, as you see, 7 tackles for a loss, getting some penetration.
Flag before the snap and a false start.
False start, offense number 56, 5-yard penalty. First down.
So the expression, this opportunity this offense has to add to this lead is so crucial given what we've already seen and the history in the series and Georgia's ability to make big plays today. Can they make this a 2-score game? Can they convert again? Haven't kicked a field goal yet. Been efficient, scoring from distance and in close.
And on the other side, Georgia's defense got to get it stopped here, right? They do not want this to turn into a 2-possession game. It was a penalty on Sam Pendleton, just barely moved the football, and the umpire caught it. Pushed him back 5.
Quick hitter inside. Bishop falls forward, gets a couple yards. Going to be 2nd and 12. Clock will move inside 8 minutes now.
We've talked a lot about Georgia answering and Georgia responding, and a lot of that's been about their offense. Well, now, with Tennessee up 5 and in plus territory at the 35-yard line, now it's the Georgia defense that must answer.
Bishop patiently picks his way for another short gain. Got to the 32. It's going to be 3rd down. They'll need 8 here.
Quintavious Johnson, very active, known as a great pass rusher, 6'4", about 250 pounds, but been all over the field. That time involved in that stop, and here you go. You want a big play? We've been working all this time. This is a huge play for both sides at 3rd and 8.
Bishop hammered, short gain. They were in field goal range. Heupel decides to run it.
There's Kyron Jones coming down to make that play, the safety, 31. So again, the Georgia defense doing their job.
Max Gilbert, I should say, very solid kicker, 2nd-year starter. Has the range for this from 48 to make it an 8-point game. Sophomore from Memphis. Line drive kick, hammered right through. Max Gilbert does his job, but Tennessee settles for 3 after the fumble recovery. And Stockton and the Dogs still within a score. 2-iron, hit clean and pure.
How's it going, Angela?
AT&T's internet works in minutes. It's so easy a baby could do it.
Creed?
Whose baby is that?
It's okay, I asked.
Who?
The baby.
Why is there a baby in here?
We're setting up the internet.
This is a liability.
This is part of my job.
No, it's not part of
Yes, it is. Hi, Nora.
How did he do?
He was fantastic. He helped set up our internet.
To feed you the food you deserve.
Blue Buffalo started with a promise to feed our dog Blue the highest quality ingredients, and it lives on in every bowl you fill.
I promise to be your best friend forever.
From Hollywood, it's Dancing with the Stars. Tuesday.
The final 6 minutes, 40 seconds. Now an 8-point Tennessee lead in a game that's had everything. Lead changes, momentum shifts, huge explosive plays from both offenses.
And all you could hope for. First SEC game of the year.
Tuberville's boot will not be returned. Ali?
Well, guys, there's been times during this game where the Tennessee defense looks tired. Their defensive front is playing shorthanded. But I am telling you, number 90, Dominic Bailey, and number 20, Bryson Eason, they call him Unk. They are fired up right now. They were just yelling at each other. We're not tired. We're not tired. You've got this. They're trying to hype each other up. This is a huge stand right now for this Tennessee defense. They're trying to make sure they've got energy to make it happen.
Attitude and mind goes a long way when you are fatigued. Those two fifth-year seniors on that defensive front. It work to be done, though, and Georgia will keep coming at them.
Keep this in mind. Gunnar Stockton, even though he got into that SEC championship game, he's making his first career start in an SEC game in this kind of atmosphere with this kind of finish.
On the move. And chucks it incomplete down the far sidelines. Came off the bench against Texas, showed toughness as a flag out. Obviously, the playoff game against Notre Dame was very, very tough situation against Al Golden's defense.
Yeah, very tough. Turrentine's going to get a penalty here, too, in orange.
Pass interference. Defense number 2. 15-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
Really no need at all to push in the back. And Josh Heupel saying that ball's not catchable. How's that a penalty? That's what I was saying. The ball, there's really no need for 2 to make this push. This ball's out of bounds. Bill, what do you think about that ball not being catchable? That ball's pretty clearly out of bounds.
It might have been going out of bounds, but it took away an true opportunity for
That's
catch.
Enough contact for you?
Yes, the push in the back.
The push in the back was clear. I just didn't know if the ball was out of bounds far enough, but took away the opportunity.
Wasn't the most aggressive push I've seen. Ball at the 40 now. Off the play fake, pressured, checks it down on the screen, and Lawson Lucky, the tight end, kind of stumbles forward, but will lose a couple.
Yeah, the timing off there because of the pressure. This offensive line, again, they've got some new guys in. You're trying to set up the timing of a screen. You got to do a good job of holding that pass rush out before you release to get out there to get it in front of the back. That time they got out too quick. Made it easy for Tennessee's rush to affect Gunnar Stockton in the timing of that pass.
Stockton has a clean pocket this time, delivers across the middle, and the catch is made by Sokovie White-Helton, involved for the first time today. Redshirt freshman picks up 17 there in Tennessee territory.
And that time he got back to the top of his route, showed good patience as a pocket quarterback, let the route finish, put the ball right on the money. And with that accuracy, you saw the yards there after the catch. Good job, good effort there by 18 to get involved in this game.
Again, time to throw, but Stockton's going to run out anyway. He's across the line, can't throw at this point, and is going to be tackled after a short gain by Colton Hood.
He's looking to his left. I thought he might throw that sail route, but he came off of it because he trusts his legs to make a play. Thought he might try to squeeze that one in. Had a chance for about a 20-yard gain.
They substituted, so Tennessee brings in fresh people in defensive front for this second down play. Bowens takes a turn to the backfield, and goes off the left side for no gain. Eason and Bailey, those veterans Holly was talking about, combined there. 3rd down and 7.
Something to keep in mind, we talked a lot in the last series how Weenie, 52 at right tackle, was struggling. They made a move. Kuechly, 55, now is in at right tackle. See if he does a better job in pass pro, especially right here on his 3rd down, where they had a lot of pressure coming off the right. Joseph's lined up across from him to the outside.
They're showing pressure, but don't bring it. Ball is quickly to Bell on the perimeter, who cuts back inside, and Dylan Bell spun down, but it's a 1st down as he got away from Arion Carter.
It's a good block by Delp in front, but it's just good job of just being a great ball carrier after the catch by Dylan Bell. It's one of the best players on this field for Tennessee. Carter, he just misses an open field tackle.
Tempo for Georgia. Bowens on the check down. Knocked down after picking up about 4 inside the 30.
Tennessee barely even lined up that time. Georgia going so fast.
And now Tennessee defender Tyree West, the edge rusher, is being looked at by the athletic training staff. So Georgia has moved it 47 yards in about 3 minutes. A 1-score game, but do you put everything into this possession? Do you play it methodically, knowing you need a touchdown and a 2-pointer just to force overtime?
Yeah, you have to. You know, 3:37, 3 timeouts, 2-minute timeout.
In other words, you don't need to play it too quick. You're saying you can
I don't think so. I think it. Right now, you're moving the ball pretty effectively. And I think it depends here on these. You know, if you're able to pick up a 1st down, they're playing with a great deal of urgency, running this tempo.
I think ideally you do want to score quickly, not put everything on the 2-pointer.
No.
But if you're not successful, you would have a chance to get the football back one last time. We'll see how they play it. A lot of activity next to us. The Tennessee coaches are just off to our left. There's a lot of gesticulating and defensive guys up here.
Yeah.
Rankings brought to you by Allstate. Yeah, pretty soon they're going to begin the football seasons at Penn State. Villanova, the opponent again. There's going to be back-to-back shutouts for the Nittany Lions. Looking forward to the LSU and Florida game. Miami, there's an weather stoppage in Miami. They continue to lead USF.
Notre Dame, A&M, and South Bend, a big one later tonight.
Really good stuff in primetime. You have to shift back and forth as West makes his way to the sidelines now. Get some energy gel there. Garrett Nussmeier and the Tigers. You know they're going to get a desperate effort from Florida.
Florida's off to a slow start, fresh off of a loss to USF, and they have Miami next week down in Miami. And you got to make a pit stop in Baton Rouge. That's a tough 3 weeks.
2nd and 6. Clock moving. Stockton. Long throw downfield. Incomplete. Colby Young is being boxed out nicely by Colton Hood that time.
Yeah, it's a one-on-one matchup. Gave him a little stutter and go, but you got to give Colton Hood a lot of credit there. You know, he starts to turn back away from the football, but at least he made an effort to find the ball, gave him a chance to get hands out.
Young tried to sell the flag that time. Now it's Bell in the perimeter, and he's knocked down by Ty Redmond. Freshman corner. 3rd down again.
That's just, Chris, that's a quick reaction by the true freshman. That is a huge play. He's had some learning moments today, but that time, because he reacted so quickly, he went right by Delp to be able to make that play.
Correct, Kirk. They just moved the marker to 4th down. So 4th down and 6 right here. No field goal attempts. Enormous moment in the recent history of this rivalry. They bring pressure. Stockton together.